What's up, everybody? It's your boy here, Cheap Ass Statue Collector, and tonight we have a lovely panel. Tonight we've got Chris joining us, Get
You're.
Tex.
What up? What up?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, bro.
We got Johnny. What's going on,
Hey,
man?
what's up, guys? Glad to be
Will,
here.
and the one and only Will.
Hello again.
So this week's a little bit boring compared to like the last month, right? There's like nothing really announced or anything. But because we're talking about that, before we were live, we were talking about this X-Men Mutants, a Legendary Reborn deluxe fine art print inspired by Jim Lee. I'll pull it up real quick. So this is, it looks like it's the same size as that Batman Villains one, and it's like around the same price too.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
So it's a limited 300
That's
pieces.
crazy. Created that entire
What's up?
Let me look this up.
Which one's more expensive, the DC one or the Marvel one?
Let me see.
I think they were about the same price. I think. Wasn't the Rogues Gallery one like $525 for the framed?
Yeah,
I don't know, to be honest.
yeah. It was like 415 and 525.
Yeah, this is right around the same price. 450 and 500.
I feel like you're gonna be able to get this at 225 though. Because I don't think the frame versions are gonna sell out.
I want the framed canvas version, but I don't know. I don't really think I want to pay $500.
Oh yeah, for 100. There's only 100 of those. Yeah, those are gonna sell out.
Yeah,
right
that's
away.
the one I was really thinking about getting, but now I'm kind of like, do I really want it? It's nice though. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Does it say when it's supposed to ship?
No, they come out quick though with these. They mass produce these real quick.
Yeah, like that's a nice size, man. I like that.
I can't find it, huh? So how big is it exactly?
It's 42 by. The
But
canvas one's only 42 by 15.5. That's kind of weak.
You can see the people holding it there.
I think the other one's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Right, yeah, but because of the frame goes wider because it's
actually
it's got the mat and all that.
It's 42 by 18 with the frame. 42 by 22 with frame.
Under 4 feet. Not bad.
I think that's smaller than the Rogues Gallery one. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I had some money put to the side, and you know my nephew, he was on his tablet. He's out of town right now. He's like 2 hours away at his grandma's house this week, and he ordered something through my Amazon account on his tablet. So it cost me a bunch of money I wasn't expecting, and so I'm gonna have to return it when I get it. But yeah, so
Yeah.
All right, yo.
Testing, motherfuckers.
That
Can you hear me?
That looks pretty good.
What up?
Oh, sorry. What up, everybody?
What up, Carlos?
What up?
What up?
Carlos, what up, baby?
Oh, Chrissy, baby, what up?
Not much. I saw your picture earlier, bro. My man enjoying a couple of drinks, some sake.
I'm lit up right now like a motherfucking Christmas tree.
That's what I like to hear, bro. Keep up.
With some presents underneath. That's right. Man, somebody's beeping, cleeking. What the fuck is that noise?
It's taking cash out the corner store, bro.
Yo,
I feel like going all the way to Chase.
I'm telling you, man. 2 Sapporo's, some sake, a whole little bottle of sake.
You was drinking Sapporo too?
Of course. Of course.
Yo, I just started drinking those. They're not bad.
Yeah, well, you gotta drink them drafts, man. Just lug them, chug them.
What did I have the other day too? Oh, a Modelo.
Modelo?
Last bottles, yeah.
Yeah, I bought Superman statue with me to the restaurant, so I had that.
Why is that?
He was just chilling with me, man. My little baby. Ah, look at you. Everywhere I can, I bring them Superman statues, man. Everywhere I can. My bedroom, they're all watching me making love.
That's facts.
Like that. And they work to travel with me. What's going on,
See him
panel?
go-
Everybody good?
See,
Yeah, man.
see him sitting in the movie theater with a statue sitting next to him.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit. Gotta
Buys
love
an extra,
statues, man.
gotta buy an extra seat just for him.
Yeah, that's it. I took my Superman 1/6 Christopher Reeve to Bahamas, St. Martin. I got it all on pictures, documented. I take it everywhere. California, Florida, everywhere. I be carrying that in my bag. I'm like, what's that? Don't worry about it. He's a hero. Just in case we need him.
Just in case we need.
Never know. Yeah, you gotta enjoy the hobby, man.
Did you get that Hush? The sculpted cape? Hush.
Oh yeah, it's
Photo?
coming. It's not. I mean, it hasn't been out in the United States yet. Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with it. Tim, you're like beautiful today.
I look beautiful today.
Yeah, man. Straight up. I like it. Wow, man. Oh, goddamn 4K, man. That's what it does for you.
Yeah, bro.
I got my pajamas on.
That's good,
We'll
bro.
hang out for about 30 minutes. And Carlito going to bed.
You gotta get up early.
No, I just want to have sex early. It's tough.
I understand that.
Yeah, bad knee. It's not easy.
Yo, you know what's funny, man?
What's
You guys always bust my balls for being the youngest on the panel, man. And as
Yeah.
a kid, I'm always thinking to myself, like, yo, I'm Superman. I'm invincible forever. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel this pain in my heels, bro. This shit is getting bro. Dead ass. I had to go to a fucking podiatrist. He's talking to me about getting some shots in my. I'm like, yo.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
too
the
young
gel
for
you
this
had.
shit.
Yeah, you had plantis fasciitis, whatever that shit's called.
Nah, we don't know all that yet. Stop jumping to conclusions, bro.
No, it happens in the bottom of the heel. That just that happens to like
Yeah.
90%.
Plantar fasciitis.
You know what it is, man? That I went like 3 years without playing ball, without working out. And
Yeah.
I'm like this summer, like I went full throttle. I took boxing classes, playing ball every day, going to the gym every day. And I think I just like abused.
Chris, man, ask how old you are right now?
I just turned 24 this year.
20 what?
24.
Shit, you got your goddamn. You're a baby, man. You were just born. You still have the placenta smell on you, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Get out of here. 24.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
You see, at least I don't gotta walk around my house with a fucking life alert around my fucking neck.
Yeah, you
In
never
case I
know.
fall.
I got one. I panic every time I get.
Yo, what's crazy is that these other dudes on the panels laughing like they're my age. Like y'all some old ass motherfuckers too.
No, man, I'm 30. I'm
You
30.
still old, bro. That's a
man,
good 6
30.
years.
30 is beautiful, man. 30.
I just started using my PAP machine last night.
Your fat machine?
PAP? No,
Oh,
your PAP. Or is it? I think it's called PAP,
C-
right?
C-
Where-
I
CPAP.
swear to God, bro. I heard
CPAP,
I
where it
started
helps you
using my
breathe.
fat machine.
Yeah.
No,
It's so
it's a little mask,
Yeah.
and it blows air up your nose, so it helps you breathe.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sleep apnea.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
they call it these days?
Apparently,
yeah,
it's
he
sleep
has sleep
apnea.
apnea. So he's going through the whole. He probably bought that system with the filter. My friend has that. He's 54.
Was it worth?
So he's in Miami. He's like, did you hear me breathe last night? I'm like, dude, your fucking AC's blowing in this house. There's 5 bedrooms. I ain't hearing a goddamn thing. He goes, I almost passed out. The air was just coming out to the side. It wasn't, the mask wasn't correctly put tight. I told Mary to put a mask on. And this is old man shit. So of course I'm a morbid individual. We go to my wife's sister's house, and our husband's there. We're all sitting down, all the guys in the back, right? We started talking about sex and bullshit. You know me. And all I said to them, you know what? We're getting older, guys. We're all past in our 50s. Who do you think's gonna drop dead first? Everyone just be quiet. Come on, man. Someone's gonna die soon. Who is it? That's a question. Yeah, things that you fucking start thinking about. You're like, holy shit, I'm gonna go to fucking my boy's funeral. I'm gonna go to my other boy's funeral. Or then they're gonna go to my funeral. You know how I'm gonna get buried.
That ain't right.
Best suit, Louis Vuitton shoes, a football, a Superman hot toys, and a bottle of Jack. All of my
And
and I want the guy to fucking make a smirk on my face.
and what happened to the life alert? You gonna leave that one at home outside the casket?
Nah, I'm done, bro. I'm worm food, man. I'm taking a dirt nap forever. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Next life, baby.
The next life.
That's it. Next life. Don't cry for me, man. I told my kids, do not cry for me.
Ah, man.
I said, yo, just enjoy your dad. That he was a fucking lively collector, loved the fucking hobbies that he was always in. Always gave it 100%. I never drive 50 miles an hour. I'm always at 100 miles an hour.
That's the way it should be, bro.
Fuck it. You know,
As it should be.
that's it. I enjoy it. I'm careful. Don't owe any money to anybody that I know of. I have to look behind my back and fuck the credit cards. Max them out quick.
Somehow.
So my kids, yo, grab those cards and just start fucking charging. As soon as I drop that, start charging.
It's funny.
Yeah, those are the things I tell them. I'm not bullshitting.
Why don't you just rack up some debt now?
No, I can't because I'm living, man. It's after
Yeah.
I die. If I die at home, do not call the fucking anyone until 24 hours later. Rack up as much shit as you can, and then call the fucking popo. That thing's smart, bro.
That's pretty morbid, bro.
That's nothing.
John got the whole shit lined up.
You gotta have a plan ready, man. You just can't just die and go, oh my God, Tim time. Call them 911. Oh, kids. No, fuck that. Get Nordstrom on the fucking phone. We want to charge $10,000 in fur coats.
Oh my God.
We
Oh,
need
man.
I show send us $11,000 worth of figures. Charge. Are you stupid? You fucking really thinking about, oh, the decency of death? Are you serious, Tim? Fucking
No, I'm just saying, like,
now for the kids. You died, they're like, fucking dad got the insurance, the house is paid off. Now what are we gonna do? Where's his wallet? Start fucking racking. They know where my wallet is. Look. They know where the cards are. All of them. Ready.
you're crazy, bro.
Got a bunch of saps.
You crazy.
Yeah, you crazy. You guys want to live with that fucking debt. I gotta sell a couple of statues. I'm a little behind on my fucking credit cards. I can't afford the next week's statue. Oh, get me on eBay. How quickly?
Yo, this guy's
Outta
taking
here.
shots.
Bunch of
I
pussy.
like it.
Bunch of lies. Yeah, I love the guys that collect for the first 6, 8, or 1 year. They'll like pop in the fucking YouTube videos. And then, what happened, Frank? You all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I just gotta get on BST. You know, I gotta sell a couple of things. You know, going through some hard times. Get the fuck out of here. Wanna be?
Hey, Carlos, I got a statue for you. You want it?
No, not yet. I'm waiting to die.
Come get it. Waiting to die.
You never
Those are the guys you get the best deals from though. Whenever they sell stuff.
because they're desperate.
Yo,
We've
let
been
me
there.
let me ask y'all a serious question here real quick.
Go ahead, do your thing, man. Sorry, I derailed us.
Let me ask you something. Mahershala Ali as Blade. Thoughts?
Oh,
Let me pull it up. So everyone can see it.
I don't know, man. I'm not going front. I wasn't really impressed by his performance in Luke Cage. I thought Cottonmouth was a corny villain, and I thought the acting was incredibly corny. I don't know, man.
I mean, I think he's got the look down, but I haven't seen him in anything because I didn't watch
be
Luke
real
Cage.
now,
So.
bro. I mean, I could find 15 black guys in Kingstown, Brooklyn. Give them a fucking light Caesar fade, and they look like fucking Blade. That's it. Really, what you got to do?
Jordan Peele. That'd be hilarious.
Jordan Peele, you said?
I think he could pull it off because he has that his persona when he played we played that bad dude. It's like his you know his mannerisms that the original Blade. Can't even think of his fucking name. Wesley Walker. I mean
Wesley
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. He's Wesley Walker. Wesley Snipes played. I think he can do it.
Nah, bro. You know what it is?
What? Too skinny?
Nobody would be able to take them seriously, bro.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I think the problem is that Wesley Snipes like embodied the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that,
He
like
was the
you
first,
would.
bro.
That's that. You know what I mean? Like he did it so well that you like this is Blade. Like this
Well,
guy
yeah,
doesn't look Blade.
he was
This
in
is
the
Blade.
martial arts before that too, so he was legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't need to go to training school to be in character. For that.
And then the other problem is it's going to be a Marvel movie. So what is it going to be? PG. So they're not going to be like cursing. They're not going to be
That's what I'm
doing. You know
worried
what I mean?
I'm worried
It's going
about.
to be it's going to be PG-13.
No bloods, no glory, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta actually take a look at like the old source material for Blade, because I feel like Wesley Snipes has engraved himself so much into that name. Like the toys that I see nowadays even look like the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't look like comic book Blade. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta go look. But everybody looks like Wesley Snipes. All the toys, all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was the first Marvel movie too. Like, or that was Marvel's first movie, superhero movie. Yeah. Yeah. Where's Fate at? Fate. I know Fate wants to talk about some political stuff.
Oh.
He's mad that they're changing everyone's race and identity and all these characters.
What do you explain?
So, like the new Catwoman, isn't she gonna be black or something like that?
I don't know. Didn't they do that with Halle Berry?
Halle Berry already played Catwoman.
Yeah, I think they're doing that with something. I don't know. Fate's calling them.
I know they said that
he's not happy with it.
They're doing a live action Little Mermaid movie and they cast a black girl for that.
Oh, that's that shit that I heard. See, that makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. Casting the Little Mermaid.
Maybe in a way it kind of makes sense because you gotta think about it. You got all these, you got the fucking crab singing under the sea, singing, sound like a Jamaican farmer and shit. It makes sense that she's from the Caribbean, playing the Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? But I get why it upsets people that they're not sticking, to the original look from the Disney movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Ariel is an icon. You know what I mean? In Disney.
She's a mascot for Disney, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know.
He says he's gonna be right there, so he wants us to hold on because he's gonna get in it.
Well, while we wait, you want to pull up that art print with the Juggernaut and Logan?
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Whoa, there's a Juggernaut Logan print?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, man. That Logan premium format looks crazy. Looks mad good. Let's talk about that Batman life-size bust, though.
You like that?
That dookie ass thing.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
No, sir.
It's a Crimson Chin from the Fairly Odd Parents, man.
Thanks. Bro, I'm telling you, Sideshow's hiding stuff in Batman's chin. I swear to God, if you crack that shit with a hammer, you're gonna find another premium format in there or something, bro. They're hiding something.
Yo, so what do you guys like from San Diego Comic-Con the most last year? We'll pull these pictures up. Bro. The Flash?
Flash
nice. And that Hot Toys Iron Spider-Man. Those are my pieces right there.
I like the
Freeze was really nice too.
Juggernaut and Gladiator Hulk and the Iron Studios Daredevil.
Now, I'm not gonna get this Nancy, but the domino looks really nice, dude.
Which one?
I just sold my Sideshow Daredevil.
The domino PF they just came out with looks really good.
Oh, word. It does. It looks good.
This piece blew my mind.
Man. I feel like all the X-Men pieces. What piece is that? I can't see.
The Rock.
Yeah, I just clicked on you.
Yes.
Yeah, The Rock was really nice too. Yeah,
holy cow! For realism.
Oh,
that looks amazing.
Time out.
Yeah.
That was PCS.
That's PCS.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, dude. That looks
I'm telling you right now, do not pre-order that piece, bro.
That looks amazing.
That looks like Blitzway. It looks like Blitzway quality right there.
It looks way better than the Ric Flair does. That's for sure.
You know,
yeah.
it looks
Oh, yeah.
fantastic, but you know for a goddamn fact, your factory piece ain't gonna come out looking like that.
Nope.
No, that's
Look what happened to that Rambo, bro.
Yeah.
the Rambo, also the Conan.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
You
Don't buy
know,
that.
but the piece that they exhibited it looks, oh my god, spot on.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I honestly thought that was Blitzway.
Yeah.
PCS would have been my last guess.
Oh boy.
I'm not taking shots. You know what I'm saying?
No, you got to do it. You got to say what you got to say. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You said it. I love it. Say it. Look at
All right, I
Fate.
got-
Look at Fate.
Facts.
What up, Fate?
Sexy
Hey.
Fate.
Oh, look at that Joker shirt.
I haven't seen him in so long. Jesus, age Christ, man.
Howdy,
That's a
partner.
nice.
Can you hear me?
What up,
Yes, we
Fate?
can.
You just fall off the grid and just come back on. I love that shit, man.
Trying to be like you, Carlito, man. Trying to live life, man.
Man, you living like the NSA, man. God damn, man.
What's good, fellows?
Yeah, let me show this
What up?
picture real quick. All right, I
It
don't know
would
who
have been better
wanted
if he would have had just like the middle claw, because that's what it looks like he's doing.
like flipping them off.
Yeah.
Is that going to be together or is this that's what is that?
Art print.
Oh, an art print? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make a statue because they're releasing two of these PFs that look exactly like.
What is
these
that?
two,
Logan and
you know,
Juggernaut
characters.
that you're showing right now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, that
Yeah,
Logan
yeah.
is a home run, man. Looks really good.
You think?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You think even with the pants?
Yeah, you're
The pants kill it. Mm.
Oh, the mixed media pants.
Yeah, they look like shit to me. Fabric.
yeah, they are. The pants are mixed media.
Oh, what piece?
The
Oh,
Logan.
Logan.
The Logan.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
No.
that's mixed media.
Oh
Mixed media
shit, I thought that
denim.
was sculpted, bro.
No.
The shirt is, but
Ah, that's doodle. See, that's that. I swear to God, bro. Sideshow be on the nicest streak, and then they just do some dumb shit.
Yep.
you don't want the sculpt? I mean, you don't want the fabric, or you do want the fabric?
Nah, I don't
No.
like fabric, bro.
Oh, you don't like it? Okay.
Nah, man. Like in the whole line, where every piece literally has no other mixed media on it besides what cable, the little cape on his shoulder. Why
Yeah.
are you doing
And
that?
Rogue.
Why are you? You know what I'm saying?
Rogue's jacket is mixed media, but it's like so small. Yeah.
Right. I feel like that would have looked really cool, fully sculpted, but it still looks like a great piece.
It still looks good.
Yeah, I'm not getting it either. So
Yeah, I got
No,
the Rogue. It's really nice.
Real quick, you guys check out what Remy did with his dark side.
Oh yeah. With the Omega beams.
I'm not gonna spoil.
Omega
I'm
beams
not
on
gonna
it.
spoil.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he sent me some other pictures of some more stuff that he did to it.
Yeah, this one right here.
Oh yeah, there you go. I told him. I thought he was gonna get on and show it.
He put it on Immortalized
I
Stone.
I didn't know he already shared it.
I gotta take a quick peek. What are we looking at?
Carlos.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't want to speak about it.
Damn, right
really-
was the eye, man. Oh,
That's
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
dope, man.
Carlos.
Like,
It looks like he's throwing it. Like
You know,
he's throwing
fat boys
Superman's
can't run. They can't. Fat boy ain't gonna chase Superman around. Fat boy. I said it. Fat boy. Trying to hurt Superman like that. Superman would have fucking danced around him. Bang, 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 bang. Out of here. Nah, anyway, whatever. It looks good. It's nice. It's a nice fucking dream.
Just nice. Dude.
Everybody's allowed to jerk off once in a while. Enjoy it while you can. Let me get my fucking shit going with Thanos. You're gonna see. I mean, with my piece, I'm gonna obliterate it. I don't got it, but I'm gonna get it.
but yeah, all the work that went into that to like making the head look like that, because he had to cut the neck off pretty much of the head,
Yeah.
and then he repainted all that blood on it. So
Look like he used a spray can. I'm just trying to be mean. Like,
yeah, and he put.
He was
Yeah,
using
it was really
Crayola
nice.
markers, bro.
I see the work in it. I see it.
What do you guys think of this stuff? They're selling like stills of like the movie Endgame. Sideshow is.
Why don't they do a whole sticker collection too?
Yeah, that's so
Throw some
lazy.
lollipops
That's,
with it too.
Slime.
that's so lazy.
Garbage. Get it out of here.
See, that's what y'all don't know about Sideshow. That they're gonna start a brand new Funko Pops line, and Fate is gonna be day one pre-order for all of them. Let's get it.
I mean, that's like them that Beyonce print and stuff. You know, it's like
Can't.
I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
front.
can't
If
do it
you
either.
guys ever take a quick scroll down Sideshow's like product page, yeah, they sell a whole bunch of shit, man. Like brand new shit, like toys, designer toys and whatnot.
Watches,
Yeah.
backpacks. They got
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
going on.
Yeah, they do.
Hats, necklaces, watches.
They even
get
got
into,
Fluffy
car
now.
supplies.
Fluffy
What is
doing
it?
commercials.
Oh, word?
They got Fluffy Iglesias doing commercials.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Gabriel
Good
Iglesias. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They
He
made a
tried to
fucking
go-
toy. A
They did his
bobblehead.
own toy, yeah. Fucking fat Mexican jumped over the
Nah,
wall
bro.
and got it and did it. I said
That
it.
dude, honestly, he's hilarious, bro. I don't know
Not
about
really. I don't dig his humor, man.
I think his shit is funny, man.
He's funny dumb.
Yeah, he is. He is dumb funny.
He ain't clever. He just got a big ass collection of little buses. No fucking bullshit. Hey, yeah, I'm hating. Yeah, I said it. I'm hating. Fuck it. I'm hating today. Tonight I'm hating.
Why are you hating so bad, Chris or Carlos?
Huh? Ain't nothing else
Why are
to
you
do.
hating so bad? All right, let's get into it.
All right,
Fate's here.
Well, is this the main topic or just a topic?
Yeah. This is a topic.
Just a
I
topic.
didn't want to make it the main topic, so I didn't know if you would show up.
No, got him. What is
but-
the main topic?
Hold on. But I didn't want to put it up there because everyone else is going to be shy about it. So let's just get into it.
Nah. Throw that bitch up there right now. No shyness.
Everyone's going to be like, I don't want to say anything.
No. I want to say it all. Put that bitch up.
All right, so like, I'm not saying there's an agenda going on, but like from the Batwoman to casting the Little Mermaid to like all kinds of other things that they're doing, changing up the origin of characters. I think the Black Mask, they made him homosexual, which is fine. Homosexuality is great, but they're changing up the origin basically of a lot of these characters, and I would kind of want everyone's opinion on this stuff because who cares about the skin color and stuff? Do you care about them changing the origins of your characters?
I
It doesn't
care
matter.
that they're trying to push that homosexual shit. I'm not with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not with that. I don't got a problem with no homosexuals, but I also don't think it's right to kind of push that kind of mentality subliminally or like very subtly in the children's and primarily what we would consider children's like media. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's right. I think children's brains need time to develop and they don't need none of that underlying extra homosexual bullshit. Yes, that's my thoughts.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't care about the skin color stuff. I think just because it's the origin of the character, like especially a character like Little Mermaid, like I was saying before, she's so popular and such a big icon in Disney that it's kind of disrespectful to change her skin color for the movie.
Nah, I agree. I do care about the skin color, though, bro.
To people that are fans, you know, like no, I mean, I'm what I'm saying when I say I don't care about skin color, like I don't have any differences towards any other races, you know, black or white or anything. But we're not talking about, you know, races. We're just talking about the character. You know what I mean? The character Ariel, she just shouldn't be black because that's not her. That's not her. You know what I mean? Like she was made a certain way, and she's been a certain way for years, and everybody knows that this character. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I just feel it's lazy and pointless. Like you can make new characters then if you want to totally change shit. Why? Are you,
yeah, I mean, but even if it was like you know a D-list character that nobody really knew and or cared about, then it's like okay, well, you know, maybe you're just trying to change it up and make it something that's more interesting. But everybody already knows and loves Ariel. You know what I mean? So
like changing the gender.
Yeah, I think there's certain things.
No point.
You gotta just leave some of those key aspects alone, man. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, so the thing is, like, a lot of people are talking about like homosexuality and like how it's 2019, get over it. But I don't have a problem with that because like Batwoman or I think the one with the red hair, right? Fate, her name's Batwoman.
That
Make
one.
sure
Oh
I'm
yeah,
right.
yeah. Mhm.
So she's lesbian in the comic book, so I'm perfectly fine with that. You know what I mean? I don't care. But Black Mask isn't
Not
at
the original
all.
Batwoman. The original
No?
Batwoman is straight.
Okay, but they changed that like a while ago. So it's been canon for a minute by DC in the comics, right?
Those are actually two different characters. I mean, they have the same moniker, Batwoman, but they're two different characters.
Oh, two different.
Like
Okay, yeah.
like Thor and Spider-Man, and you have
Yeah.
various Spider-Man, but there's only one Peter Parker.
But she
That
was
I'm cool with.
originally. Yeah.
Yeah. Go
But
ahead.
they
Finish your
they
Is she a
sentence.
didn't. Yeah.
bisexual?
No,
Is
I
she a
think she's lesbian.
she's a lesbian?
Yeah.
Played in the magazine, in a comic book, or in the movie, whatever it's
In the
coming.
comic books, that's I think that
She is,
Yeah.
came
she
out.
is a outright lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
yes, you.
Yeah, that's cool. But like, what the thing that I don't get is like the Black Mask. Like, they're completely changing his origin, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter, but like, why? I guess why do you have to push who they want to sleep with? Is the question, I think.
Yeah. Nah, but honestly, man, like
I gotta
You know
agree.
what? Push that.
I kind of agree with Chris on that, though. Yeah, I mean,
What's up?
I think everybody knows that, man.
I was saying I kind of agree with Chris on that.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My fault.
You're good, man. I was just saying I agree with you when what you were saying kind of earlier is like, yeah, just like pushing it so hard, you know what I mean, and making it like it's one thing that it exists and that it's out there and that people are like that, but to push it so hard is almost making it seem like they want more people to be like that, you know,
Right.
or they're trying to influence people to be like that when they shouldn't be, you know, like let people
Yeah.
just choose for themselves, let the kids grow up, you know, with normal things, and then they can decide as they get older. But you shouldn't be showing that to them when they're so young, and then all of a sudden they think that's what they should be. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to be
Yeah.
that. You know, because I saw that on TV and that looked normal. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
But
bro, as a fucking parent, I don't think that I would let my kids watch something like that, man.
But isn't this for? It's for Birds of Prey, right? The movie. Isn't that going to be what's that rated?
Exactly. They're like
yeah, I mean,
13, so it's not like it's an R.
I'm not gonna let my kids watch it, but I know plenty
It's
of
rated T,
people.
man.
I know plenty of people that take their kids to watch rated R movies and PG-13 movies. So, you know.
Well, you know what? You gotta get modern with the times, and yeah, you know, as a parent like myself, I'm a parent for probably a long time, and you know, you just have to explain things that are out there, like just common sense, you know. So if you're bringing your kid to a movie theater and you know what's happening, what's going to happen, you try to explain that to them, that these are the things that you're going to see that may be not normal in our family, but it's normal in other people's families, you know. And I mean, that's just the real.
Yeah.
That's
Give them that,
reality. Yeah.
give them that real world education.
You know, exactly. I mean, I was with my friend, and his brother is gay as a $3, $3 bill, queer as a $3 bill. But that doesn't make it. I mean, I'm not gonna go. Oh, I can't be in the pool with you. I'm gonna get tagged.
Right.
You know, it's not. It's that's their lifestyle. I'm not gonna disown my friend because his brother's gay. He's an anesthesiologist, whatever they do.
Sure. Yeah, it's not about your personal beliefs.
Yeah.
It's more of a question of how do you guys feel about them changing the characters, though?
Yeah, integrating a new concept, an idea, a new value to a character that you're used to seeing it in a different format, you know, and this is all new to you, you know, accepting it. Look, Chris doesn't really accept what we just talked about. That's his feelings, that's his opinion. So
That's fine. Yeah, that's perfectly
and
okay. Yeah.
And I totally understand where he's coming from, you know, but as my daughter goes to NYU, very liberal school, you know, and she has a different mindset now. She was raised Catholic. I'm talking personally. You know, now I have to deal with, you know, a lot of other things that I thought I wasn't going to deal with, like I'm an old school guy, you know, my mother said, I don't raise any little sissy girls in my house.
Right.
Evidently, you got a few, Mom. I'm sorry to tell you. That's not me, I'm saying, but doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. You know, I don't know. But at the end of the day, you have to be open-minded. It is true. It's 2019, 21st century. And, everyone does have a right, man. Every character, old and new, if they're developed correctly, there may be some things that you may not like, but that are adding to the character because there's a new medium out there. There's new people out there. There's, everything's getting accepted differently. So
I don't know, bro. I don't think that I definitely respect what you're saying. I think that's a better way of going about it than what I said, to not just, as a whole, just not even take my kids to see the damn thing. I think talking to them would probably be the more sound thing to do. But I don't know, man. Like, just take for instance, what if this dude Chris Evans played a gay Captain America in the MCU? Like, bro, I really don't think it would have the same movement and static that it got right now, bro. Like, if he was dumb gay from the beginning, and in Winter Soldier he was making out with Bucky, I don't think it would be the same, bro.
But how about if they
definitely not.
added him and they surprised you in the next movie and Chris Evans kissed a guy, and then you saw that happen and it evolved, and he's just said, you know what, I'm going this way. I feel comfortable being this way. What would happen then? I mean, how
is that an involvement? To me, that's just a straight up takeover, bro.
Complete
You
180.
are who you are. If your
Be a
character,
takeover.
if your character is what it is, don't make it something that it ain't.
Oh wait a
Yeah.
minute.
That's the problem that I have.
And
bro.
don't force it either.
Yeah, because Captain America was built on, and any character is built on a certain set of values and a certain persona. And
What values? You see them fuck? You see them have sex? Hell fucking no. So if they
We know Captain America has a girlfriend, bro.
Wait a minute. Well,
We know that.
maybe he likes getting piped.
Would
You don't know.
well, how old is Captain
How
America?
does he go to the bathroom? Does he stand up when he pees or does he sit down? Did you see that? No. So they can add that to the character, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, they can't do that to my boy Superman.
See? Oh,
We all know.
that was
Nah,
my point.
bro.
Is like
We all know.
people are going to accept their changes in these characters unless it's a character they actually love.
Nah,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
Carlito, the next movie, Superman gonna be getting his cheeks clapped by Doomsday, bro.
Yo,
It's over.
Superman next, bro. Superman is next, bro.
Facts.
You already know it, man.
Lex Luthor coming for that ass, baby.
Nah, the fact is, guys, that this whole thing is disingenuous, man. It's disingenuous. I don't mind you, like other guys on the panels alluded to, was if you want it that way, if you want that representation, make your own, and then we'll accept it as such.
Yep.
But don't take from an already established character and give it a whole new life.
Yeah.
Because now it's not the same. That's just to me. Now, sometimes, with the race, like Aquaman, he was the blonde hair, blue eye guy. But now we got Momoa. But that kind of makes sense. I'm like, okay, that's like Tarzan being white. That shit don't make sense. So making him black or making him, of the continent, that makes sense. So that I could adapt to because it makes sense. But having a white Black Panther, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So in certain areas, yes, you can do that. But as far as sexuality in general, bro, yeah, I don't think it belongs. I don't know.
I remember Netflix. They were gonna make Siri. I think not Siri. Who's the little the? Have you guys played? It's the new Superman. Superman's playing the character, The Witcher. They were gonna take one of the characters and turn them black. And the story is a Polish story, which is like out in Europe, right? So, and they were just gonna. I don't know if they followed through with that. I don't know if they followed through with that or not, but like that doesn't, I feel like there's an agenda from Hollywood, right?
Nah,
It
there
is
definitely
definitely.
is, bro. They've done it before with like political shit.
It's heavy
In the
agenda.
comics.
But is it bad though? I guess the other
I
question
do. I think it's
is it
bad,
bad?
man. I think like a lot of people use these mediums, movies, comic books, cartoons as a way to get away from the real fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like to add all that extra bullshit in there, man. I don't know. I don't think it's right. I don't think that it's right that they're trying to push that stuff, and they're like directly. It's like blatant targeting little kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that they're fucking around with kids' minds. I don't like that.
But that's always though.
Cause then,
Everybody has an agenda.
look,
Unfortunately, this is one that we don't take to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Whoever's
I was
next.
gonna say that stuff like that. Your son's gonna end up with a ponytail and jeans and flip flops.
Yo, get out of here, Chris.
Got him.
You see any ponytail around here?
Where the jeans and the flip flops though, baby? Where the toes at? I son Tim don't give a fuck.
But nah, I know y'all said something about Catwoman, man. To me, that Catwoman looks terrible. Yes, I know Halle Berry, at least, like, she's beautiful. So she can be a Catwoman. But this new one, I'm sorry, babe. You're not it. That's just for me, though.
I mean,
I'm not all raising hell about it, but if she was like, she can be Catwoman. Like, if I was casting, I don't care what color you are, and you got the banging body, the one that, looks like Catwoman, that's you. You can act too? Yeah, that's you. The girl they picked here, in the midst of the whole thing that's going on now, where everybody has to be part of the G Mafia, everybody has to be black, everybody has to be anything but white, everything has to be the white man is bad. That's not good. The whole message is not good. To say, oh, include me, but exclude him, that's a bad message, guys. And that's what I'm getting to at the end of the day. So they trying to replace every white man and put him in with everybody else. What about if that white man is good? There's good and there's bad in everyone. Yeah. But that's just me though. I see good, I see bad. That's it. To me. And I'll die on the cross for that too, as Jesus did.
So I forgot. I thought there was a really good example. The James Bond. It's gonna. Now I don't know the whole story of this, but aren't they making a new character? She's not like they're gonna take a black woman and make her like the main character, right? But James Bond is still gonna be James Bond. She's gonna be 007. She's gonna be a new agent.
She can't be 007.
Why not?
007 belongs to James Bond because he's the 7th person to become that elite member. So if she was to become the next 00 agent, she would be 008.
Okay, so that would be fine.
That's how it has to be. Yeah.
Damn.
And she has to kick ass. Okay. And she has to beat 200 and 300 pound men, which is unbelievable because this is not a superhero movie. So why even make it? Why even make the movie? Total trash.
Do me a favor and grab those directors by the back of the neck, and you tell them everything that you're saying right now.
Yeah. The G Mafia is handing over the money. They're like, hey, this is what we want to see. Make it happen. Okay, you keep putting out trash, the more people's gonna be like, you know what? This is trash, and then more people's gonna be watching YouTube as they are now, and less of the mainstream media. So that's the way it's headed right now.
Can't you argue that this is like just Hollywood's just fake anyways? So like, why can't women be beating up dudes? You know what I mean? Because like a regular dude's not gonna be beating up. You know what I mean? Not gonna be doing all the shit that John Wick does. You know what I mean? Like that's all fake anyways. Like the action scenes John Wick does, like a regular human would probably get tired by the time.
Yeah, but John Wick has guns and he's a martial artist though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, but what if there's a chick that's that badass? So you know what I mean?
If it was chicks beating up other chicks, I'm down for it. But if it's chicks beating up freaking WWE wrestlers, get the fuck out of here, man. It's no way, man. It's not even close to realistic, bro. Now, if she was a superhero, like my girl Wonder Woman, I can get behind that because she's a superhero. But if you're just a regular woman, all right, you might have some skills. Okay, Rousey can't go into the men's division and start whooping ass. That ain't gonna happen. Amanda Nunes, right now, current champion, she's not going into the men's division in her same weight class and whipping their ass. This is not going to happen. So 008, if they make it that, I hope they're smart enough to even make it that, which it doesn't sound like it. It's just, I don't know. It's just, we are in the pandering era, and I'm just sick of it, dude. It's just all pandering to everybody, except the white man. White man bad. Everybody else is good. No, miss me with that, man. Sorry.
I don't know.
Just telling the truth.
I think you have a good point. I'm just trying to push all the angles and.
No, that's it, man. A spade is a spade, bro.
Yeah, man. What it is, it's just overconversation because so many people saying, "Oh, well, the white man has had their turn, all these years," and we haven't had our turn, so it's just overcompensation. Now it's like
Make your own shit.
yeah,
Make your own shit.
Instead of just implementing
That's
it.
disrespectful to Stan Lee, bro. So Stan, excuse me, I'm sorry to cut you off, but everything that he's ever made, right? It's set in stone. And for somebody to come in just because of an agenda, you're gonna change all his hard work up just because of your politics.
Good looks, bro. Have a good day tomorrow. You're.
Yeah, but
You want to swap out right now?
Yo, Chris, I'm gonna mute you. All right.
I haven't
man.
bought since then, bro.
You can't be making no deals over the internet, bro.
Yeah.
We don't know how this gonna go.
What are you showing, Carlito?
Resident Evil. She's not a superhero, but she kicked a lot of ass.
Yeah, but what does she have though?
She has some weapons,
That's right.
but she still did it. She could be a 008, right?
Did she beat up a whole bunch of 200 and 300-pound men?
That's correct. Monsters.
She was also
monsters, no brainless. I mean, she shot them all, basically.
She wasn't a regular chick.
How about Tomb Raider? She was good. Stop hating, all right? That's all I'm saying.
She had pistolas. Every one of them had weapons, man. I'm talking about hand-to-hand combat. James Bond, he got into all of that. He got tech and he got skills, hand-to-hand skills.
All right. Made your point. Yeah. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. Whatever.
No,
I tried.
Nah, it's just disingenuous, bro. And that's what irks me. Nothing comes naturally. I don't mind different views and stuff like that, but let it come natural. But when you're just like hammer, it's like it's not even right, bro. Like Batwoman. I don't care that she's this way. This is a second version of Batwoman, and her sexuality is something different. I'm cool with that. She's a different person, different story. Plain and simple. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see
So
that point too.
where my redheads at? Y'all should be freaking outraged.
Yeah.
The one and only icon y'all got, Little Mermaid. Now guess what?
What?
Black chick.
Cornrows? Do-rag?
Don't like the pool. Can't get her hair wet. So how the fuck she gonna be Ariel of all characters? Sorry, I'm just keeping it 100. So this is the show where it's 100. I'm gonna say it the way it is, y'all.
Do you think she's gonna have straight hair or curly hair in the movie?
I won't be a part of that, man.
You threw me sideways right now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for telling the truth, man. I'm sorry. Is that too much for y'all? Is that too much?
No. About to call me up right now. I got family members. They're about to say, yo, who that black boy? You talking shit?
Yeah, I'm talking that truth though. Yeah, a lot of people don't like that truth. That shit hurt.
My feelings.
I ain't saying all. So everybody like, oh, what you mean black? No, not all. But come on now. Enough to be an effing problem. Okay, enough to be a problem.
Well, I think what a lot of people need to
but the consent.
Yeah.
Anybody could play anybody. Period. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Bottom line. What's the fucking problem?
Yeah, I like people, especially that cosplay. Like they should be able to cosplay whoever you want to cosplay. Like, I don't think that's anyone that's freaking out in the comment section or anything stupid like that. Like, the problem is people are getting too offended, right? And I think no one here, Chris and Fate, no one's really against gay people or against this or that. I think they're just against the way it's being pushed. You know what I mean? But
when you say push, what do you mean? Market it or accept it? You're supposed to accept what's happening?
So real quick, I'm like left. I'm left center. I'm more left. I've never voted Republican.
Okay.
And it's definitely like it's a push from the left to push this on everyone else. You know what I mean? Exactly what Fate was saying. Like basically saying like, okay, white is bad. We're going to replace them with, colored people, whatever, minorities. And I see that, right? And I'm on the left and I see that. So I'm like, yeah, I can see why it's not a good thing because it's a push. But the question is it not a good thing? Is it bad to have more representation? for some of these minority groups in America? You know, I
This
guess
I'm
that's
saying,
the real question.
Tim. This is what makes it disingenuous, my friend. One moment. MLK, not the color of their skin, but the content of their character. So don't put me in there because I'm black. Don't put me in there because I'm Jewish. Don't put me in there because I'm every other thing but white. That's false representation. I want the best person, period. And if you just happen to be female, if you just happen to be green, if you just happen to be blue, and you're the most qualified person, then you deserve to be there. That's what I'm talking about. Don't put people that don't need to be there just for the sake of diversity. Because all you're doing now is watering down the quality of whatever it is. Being disingenuous, being lied to. I don't want to be in that generation of false, oh, diversity is good. No, diversity is not good. Unity is good. So you need to accept what, the best quality. If the white person or the black or whoever makes that best, then it is what it is. Accept that. Don't tell me not to accept something good and accept something that's falsely good. Because if it ain't really good, then it ain't good. Period.
So it's almost like a affirmative action.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying.
Wow, that's heavy.
That's the truth.
Whoa.
What up, Tim?
Right. So
Hey, everybody. Great
if you want that representation, get more school, get more acting schools, get them in the low income cities or whatever. Get them to where your neighborhood is. If you feel like your neighborhood is not being represented, or your color or your heritage is not being represented,
okay.
You need to vote for money to support those ideas.
So Fate, here's a question to you.
Mhm.
If the person is a color, the person is a male or female,
Mhm.
and the person chooses to have a penis but likes penises as well, or has a vagina but likes vaginas as well. So the sexual orientation of an individual, of a character portrayed in a hero that's never been portrayed before as a homosexual, lesbian, whatever, that's bothersome to you more so than if it was black, white, or an Asian or an Indian or Spanish playing a certain role? Like, what would bother you more, knowing that this person is as superheroes gay, or knowing that a black character playing, what the fuck is that fish name? What's that? I never seen
Aquaman?
that. Not
What
the
you talking
Aquaman, the little character, the
Little
mermaid.
Mermaid?
Yeah, Little Mermaid.
Oh, Ariel?
Yeah, Ariel. So she's being black. It's not the right thing. What bothers you more? The sexual orientation of a character or the color of the character? What would bother you more?
Can I answer
Nothing
for
really
you?
bothers me. No. I'm gonna answer that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it clear. If you want to be represented, I don't care if there was only 2 people on Earth, and Carlos is like, you know what? I want a guy that looks like me on the movies. Okay, Carlos, come up with a character that looks like you in the movies. Don't take the already existing fake character and put your name on it. Now all of a sudden you're represented. Now what happens to me?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see? So I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your affiliation, none of that. I don't care about that. If you bring stuff to the table, bring your own character to the table. Don't take from mine.
Yo, you know who does that?
Bring your stuff to the table. Say what?
You know who does that perfectly?
Tim.
The Rock.
Hi, Tim.
Yo, how many movies has The Rock been in doing a fucking haka, showing us his culture, pushing his culture?
Yes, sir.
But it's new characters.
Yes.
Nobody's offended by it.
Right.
It's popular. It teaches people. It's representative. It's dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think the story, it has to make sense. I think. So like, for instance, like Superman. Let's take Superman, most popular superhero ever. We all know he shacks up with Lois Lane. We know this, right? If you were to turn him like gay in the same multiverse that he's from, it wouldn't make sense, and it's changing his origin story. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. To play off that would be like, there was rumors of The Rock being Black Adam, right?
Yeah.
So like what you said, that'd be like him playing Black Adam, but he would be doing like the tribal stuff and all that, it wouldn't make sense for the character, would it?
No, I doubt he would do that. Why would he do that?
No, that's what I'm saying. But if you were to do that, like if
Yeah. That I mean,
him as
he's
the
supposed to be from Egypt, not from where the rock's from.
exactly.
Samoan, yeah.
But that's an if, and that hasn't happened, so we don't need to talk about that. We have to talk about what is happening, and what's happening now is people are getting their history erased and being copy pasted on. Well, not copy pasted on, but just put a new face on whatever character.
Does it
absolutely wrong?
Does it matter if it's a B or C list character? Can we get away with that?
Dude, it doesn't matter, man. There's right and there's wrong, good, bad. It's just that simple, man. Like I said, Carlos can't become fake. Carlos has to be Carlos. If Carlos wants Carlos on TV or on the movies, then he has to develop the Carlos character and put him on. That way, we both can be on the movies. Why do I have to, change my skin color to be like Carlos' skin color with the beard? Why can't I just be me and he can be himself?
Yeah, well,
that's unity. Because now that's the real world. Because in the real world, Carlos and Fate exist. Fate don't have to die for Carlos to exist.
Well, I guess the biggest argument,
and that's what they're doing. They're killing characters just to make themselves exist. That's not the real world.
Oh, Fate, you got my vote.
Well,
damn it. You convinced my ass.
Thank you.
Well, hold on. So I guess the counter argument.
Your ship. God damn it.
The counter argument is that like majority 99% of like the comic book heroes are white anyways. So if you take away one, I'm just playing devil's advocate. If you take away one, does it matter and replace him? Like, so Nick Fury, he's black now, right? And Samuel L. Jackson, I think, is Nick Fury. I think he's great. And now the comic book character, I think, is black too, right?
He's Octopus to me.
Octopus?
Yeah, man, he's the Octopus. I like him there too.
I think he's great as Nick Fury. You know what I mean?
Isn't it safe to also kind of say that a lot of these characters were created in a time where white people were obviously in control of all the media, so there was a lot of white characters created.
And who's in control now, Tim?
But there was a lot of less opportunity for other races, genders, and religions or whatever to be written.
Yeah, but what
you can't deny that that's a factual statement.
Yeah, but what Fate's saying is like now that it's not that's not the case anymore. They should be writing new characters and not taking those old characters that were already written and changing them.
Yeah, I mean, I would be very upset if Wolverine was something other than Canadian. So I'm with you. I understand.
Can he be Floridian?
What's that?
Can he be Floridian?
They got a different kind of claws in Florida.
Damn it. Okay.
I guess it matters if you like the character a lot, right? I mean, who cares? Like, I don't know. I think it matters, and I think it doesn't matter. It has to make sense.
You know what? If it matters so much, they would have put what's her name? Monica Rambeau.
Who's that?
The OG Captain Marvel.
Oh.
If it mattered that much, she is a pre-existing. She is the OG Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel.
She's in the movie.
So why wasn't she in the movies out the gate? Why did we get like third generation Captain Marvel? If it mattered that much, it's a black person that already exists. You're not taking from nothing. All you're doing is going into your if we want a black face, she already exists.
She had just won an Oscar, so they had to cast her.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's all about money.
Well, I'm saying the Monica Rambeau.
You're right. It is all about money.
She was in the movie as a little girl. She's going to be taking up Captain Marvel later on.
But that's not how it happened. She was the first.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
So now you just flip. This is what I'm saying. When I say garbage, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
now you're flipping time and all that.
What up, Mike? But do we give movies a pass? Because movies usually aren't correct to the source, right? They're never usually correct with books. You know what I mean? They don't usually follow the book sometimes. They take their own route.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time.
But the timeline is kind of like, why would you want to do that? At least like when Miles Morales came out, Peter Parker already exists. That to me, like that movie was great. It didn't mess with timelines or anything. It just said this is the universes and this is what it is. It wasn't Miles first and Peter this. No, Peter helped Miles because Peter was the first. So how you gonna tell me the last Captain Marvel is gonna help the first Captain Marvel? That don't make sense.
Yo, for the record, I met that girl who's playing Ariel.
You did?
Yeah,
She's a sweet girl. Now, get your paper.
Her and her sister filmed like a music video in my building, and they were like super sweet, very polite, beautiful voices, really graceful. They were great. They were great to be around.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So white girls can't be sweet and graceful?
No, I never said that.
What a redhead is at?
I never
See,
said
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to, say a little something nice.
No, I know, and I appreciate that. But hey, man, like I said, man, there's sweet, good people in every race. Don't pander.
That's not
Don't.
true.
There's plenty of nice, sweet redheads out there that deserve, that can act and do that job just as well as anybody else.
So is showing a heterosexual couple pandering?
No, it's not.
How come?
Well, I'm talking about this issue is taking from one and making it something else.
Yeah, switching it.
Yeah, but but the constant push of heterosexuality, that's not like a pandering thing.
Oh no, it is. It is. They're paying for it.
If one is, then the other one is also. It's about representation, correct?
No, they're making it about representation. Some people see it's all about intent. If your intent is, go ahead.
Yeah. Hold on, let me real quick. Everyone's getting upset. Like, no one here on the panel doesn't like black people, doesn't like white people, doesn't like gay people. That's not what we're arguing. We're not arguing that we don't like it because they're gay. We're arguing. The question is that they're changing original characters to maybe push an agenda, and it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, right? It's just they're pushing something, right? Like you guys are saying, they push homosexuality, they push regular, I'm not regular, that's a bad word to say, but you know what I'm saying? They're
I guess that was kind of like the point that I was trying to make is like, the popular opinion of people is that there is a regular way to be, and I think that's kind of the move. That's what we're trying to change with these kinds of things, that there is no regular way to be, and if everybody isn't represented,
I guess the majority.
One second, that's not correct. Heterosexuality has to have always been, in order for the conception of life to keep continuing, the continuity of humanity. All right, so
scientifically, it's the right way to be.
Some guy's ass, and you're getting a baby out of his fucking head. That's not happening. So
yeah, scientifically, it's the regular way to be.
Carlos is talking, bro.
Sex with a man and a woman. Bottom line, and adoption happens after the kid is born, and the woman or the man say, "I don't want that kid." Then you could pick up, two guys could pick up the kid, or two girls could pick up the kid. But before all that, conception has to be man and woman. That's day one. Number one rule in the whole goddamn existence of human beings, of all species.
Yeah, but I mean, when we were
saying, so if you push that, if you're pushing it, there's nothing wrong with that, because we're always thinking a relationship when somebody's kissing, it's a woman and a man, right? I mean, it's in my head. It's embedded in me from day one. It's in my DNA. I never thought about my fucking dad going, "Hey, Frank, you got some fucking beautiful lips. Come over here." It ain't happening. It wasn't happening in my world. But 2019, Tommy and Bobby, shit happens. I'm just saying, Tim, I'm sorry. I got a little crazy. It's that Brooklyn in me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But
Tim, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add on to that, man.
Yeah.
The one thing that I am against, and this is what Chris was talking about, was when you have the children involved, and everything is generational, and we are teaching the youth, oh, this is acceptable now. This is, and Carlos is sort of kind of saying the same thing too. We're trying to teach them something. There's something to be accepted. Wait. There is something to be accepted. There's something to be accepted, and there's something that is right. And it's like, if I'm hungry and I want bread, and I want bread from a Tim, I can ask you nicely, "Hey Tim,
Or you could take it.
Yeah, exactly. Or I could take it.
Right, but
There's
now,
the right way to do things.
We're discerning like a crime from not a crime.
No. This no. I'm going back to your question of pandering or not pandering.
Yeah.
There's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things.
Well, I mean, when we were growing up, was there a lot of representation of homosexuality on TV?
Is there a lot of homosexuals?
Not on TV, but I'm just walking around there.
Three's Company.
Yeah, but I mean, on
there was still homosexuals on television.
So real quick. Yo, what up?
What's up, man?
And I like Three's Company. I have nothing wrong against Three's Company. I love that show.
I think Remy. Yeah. So, go. Hold on. I'll let you guys continue, and then I'll say something. I don't mean to cut you guys off.
So the question I was saying was there? Hey, Calvin, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Calvin, what's going on?
What's up, man? I had to get on this. This guy couldn't take it no more, man. I was going crazy with the conversation. I had to get in on this.
Yeah, man.
I love my man Faith, but I had to get on to have a conversation about it, man.
Okay. Well, that's the thing too. Is it's not a bad thing that we're talking about this. I think it's a good thing.
No, it's healthy as fuck.
I think a lot of people are afraid to talk about it. You know, you say the word. You say the word homosexual, like you're talking about it. You must hate it. It's like no, we're just talking.
Right, nobody's hating. Yeah, I'm gonna say it for myself, so y'all can get this clear. I don't want y'all thinking, oh, Faye is such a hater. He hates blacks. He hates gay. No, I don't hate anybody. But I don't like the act of taking something from someone else and you are putting your flag on it as if it were your own. That's my problem.
Faye, most of the time, me and you are on the same page about a lot of stuff, but this is one that we're completely on the opposite spectrum of this, man. Because my thing is that it's always been pushing the envelope that's pushed things forward. And it's just, I don't necessarily think it's an agenda as opposed to we're changing as a culture and a society, especially in the US. And art has always reflected that. And so I think that's just what's happening.
Who's paying for that art?
This will be the first time in the history.
Who's paying for that art?
Hold on. This will be the first time in U.S. history that that under 30 years old, the majority of the population will be non-white. That's going to reflect in art. People who are making the art, people who are creating things, are going to look for different ways to tell stories. And I just think that's what's happening. People are telling stories in different ways. They're using different characters, and we're having a different take on things. The doors that are open now for people to be and act and do things that they do now didn't exist back then. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, now this is one thing that I do know about you. I know that you know more black characters than I do. Would you assume that to be correct? I'm conceding that to you, right?
I don't know.
Already existing black characters like Vixen. Why are we not reaching out in our bag of already existing black women and putting them in the movies? If we want black women in the movies that bad, why don't we use the already existing? So therefore, they're still riding in the back and they don't know. But instead, they want to make Catwoman an already popular Latin woman or whatever. She's something. Okay, her skin is white, so we'll just say she's white. As far as the region, I'm not going into that right now. Why do we need to make her black? We don't.
There's not a point of that.
Where's Vixen? She's already existing. Why are we not using her?
There's not a point about we need to do it, but we've told these stories, and throughout history, there are no new stories. There's just new twists to stories. So I'm always about opening my mind and expanding the possibility of seeing something through a lens that I've never seen it before. So that may be stepping outside of boundaries that we have become accustomed to or that we know. I remember somebody in the chat said, man, if they make Superman gay, I'm going to lose my shit. I get why that person says that, but I'm not the type of person to shut down the idea of looking at something through a different lens, because I think you mentioned MLK earlier. I think that's what propels us forward, is expanding our minds to think differently. So when we get into these mindsets of like things can only be a certain way or else or this, I think we close ourselves off to the possibility of enormous creativity, and we close the doors for people who have the creativity to step into those doors, because we say that because
we also open the doors for corruption and confusion.
But that's
what affects our youth.
What's
right
the
there.
confusing part about it? What is confusing?
It could be me. I'm gonna put myself into it as if I'm the only person on earth, and I'm the one that's reading all these comics. If I'm like, oh, okay, Batman, cool. Bruce Wayne, all right, white guy, all right, cool. And then later on, 2019, okay, Batman. Oh, by the way, he's a philanthropist and he's a woman's man. So if you change all of that, and now
Right.
2019, he's everything but that. Oh, now he's a transsexual. Okay, now he's broke as hell. Okay, you know what I mean? Come on, what happened to him?
I get
What
what
happened
you're
to the
going.
character that I love? Content of the character, that MLK, content of the character. Now you're stripping away that content of his character,
That
of their
character
character.
that you love didn't go anywhere because he still exists.
Yo.
That character, now there's a new version of that character. But I will say this: this is about
Now, how
comics.
can I identify that character?
If in no other world that we can go beyond our imagination, it's in this genre, is in the thing that we love here. That I think from the comics that we read, from the things that have been presented in this medium, allows us to expand our imagination and our consciousness in a way that we've never been able to do before.
Okay, I don't understand the problem that you have with me as far as this should be this way and that should be this way. Like Marvel and Captain America and Falcon taking the mantle. So like I said, there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. I can't just make OG Captain America black. No, Marvel was smart. Marvel, the real OG Captain America, he stayed the same. He said, look, I'm out the game. I'm passing the torch on to you. I'm cool with that. That's the right way of doing things.
See, that
just to completely erase him and put him just for the sake of putting him there. That's not right.
This is where you and I differ. I don't believe in the right and the wrong. I just believe in a different way of doing it. So I don't necessarily believe because it was done this way, it's the wrong way to do it, or because it was done this way is the right way. It was just a different way of doing something.
What up, Chris? What were you gonna say?
You know, Calvin, that takes away your whole personality. I'm sorry, Chris, but your personality is
Nah,
who
look,
you are.
yo, Calvin
Your
had me for a
character.
second, man. Right. Yo, don't take let me see. Don't take red, right? Don't take the color red. Throw in a little bit of yellow in there. And then tell me it's not orange. You know what I'm saying? Like, you changing something completely different, bro. I just feel like orange got to stay orange, red got to be red, yellow got to be yellow. I'm all for the open-minded stuff, but when it comes down to, like, changing I don't know, man. Change is definitely good. That's the only way we've ever been able to evolve as a race, a human race. But I don't know, man. For stuff like that, I feel like I said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ain't no need to be making all these people. Keep them the way they were.
Well, I think we need to establish something that, like, a lot of us are very passionate about this because these are the characters that we grew up with, right? We're spending thousands of dollars on these stupid statues. So that's why you see all these emotions, you guys. Everyone here loves each other on the panel, else we wouldn't be here. So I just want to continue to say that because I don't want people to think like, oh, everyone's like hating. You know what I mean? Like,
no. Let me just say this. I love Fate. I love Fate. I love Fate. That's not why I was going with this. I just wanted to present an opposite opinion about this particular subject and going that route. I'm just not one of those people that look at right and wrong in terms of doing something like that. Just me, just expanding my mind to say, like, I don't like it. I can say that I don't like it, but I won't say that it's wrong because I don't like it.
Yeah, but don't you supposed to ask the most important question is, if you want to do something different, wouldn't you want to ask how?
Yeah, I tell you what, when we're talking about corporate America, one of the biggest ways that we determine whether or not it's okay or not is by the dollar. And I heard people in the chat, I saw people saying that. So my question to you is, why are so many of these things so popular now, and why are they making so much money?
What? It's a lot of noise. Tech, man, making a lot of noise, bro.
My fault.
Did you hear?
All right, I'm sorry. What were you saying again, Cal?
The question was that, as far as these things that are happening, why do you think it is that so many of these changes, when you see these things in the movies and stuff like that, why are they making so much money and becoming so popular? Because people vote with their wallets. So if people aren't open to it or wanting to see it, why are they? And in Hollywood, they won't make things that won't make money, regardless if it's black or white. They're just not going to do it. So why
Correct.
do you think?
Okay. Stop right there. Time will tell. So we're going to see if people are going to buy into that. I, for one, I'm not going to buy into that.
I got you.
But you, for one, you will, and that's okay because everybody's different, and I get that. But at the end of the day, where's the majority of that?
Yeah, you're not going to see. You're not going to see an immediate spike or an immediate dip. It's gonna be over time. It's gonna go one way or the other.
I just get a little tired of people constantly trying to reinvent characters instead of coming up with their own characters. I think people are just being kind of lazy with, the creativity process of the whole thing.
The one thing Calvin got right was people vote with their wallets, and that's what you see now. People are putting their money, and that's why you are seeing that representation. But to me, this is selling out. Straight up, it's selling out just for an agenda. Oh, I want this to be out there. I want this to be out there to say I'm accepted. No, if you want people to accept certain things, have a conversation with that person that does not think like you. Like me and Calvin right there. He has one opinion, I have another. I'm not making a comic and trying to change the world. He's not making a comic and change the world. We are talking to each other. That's how you get things to happen and move forward. Because now we're talking, okay, I can see this. Well, how about this? How about that? But when you just go ahead and just ramrod the whole system like that with your way, okay, yeah, he might like it, but me over here, I might not like it. So now there's a problem. And now the people are in control. So the people with the money, Great America, they are the ones that are in control. And right now it's like, okay, you want to play that game? All right. Well, now I'm going to get my people with our money and then see what happens. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're still not talking to each other.
Yeah.
And we will always be divided. So we need to have that conversation. Right.
Exactly.
So that's where I am with that.
I'm with you with that, brother.
What if it's not a very well established character? Is it okay? I think maybe then it's okay to change that, right? Change some of their origin stories and just change whatever you want to change about them. Like if it's a lower D class character, someone that doesn't have a lot of written history.
People are obviously less passionate, so less offended.
Yeah. So like maybe the Black Mask is actually really good to, like, who knows anything about the Black Mask? He's in a video game, right? So that's the only reason why some people even know about him, right? So does it matter that they changed his sexuality? I don't think it does.
It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. A lot of that is uncalled for.
It matters, but it doesn't.
It feels like they're just trying to be provocative and force it, as opposed to just letting it flow naturally with the story. I just think sometimes they're trying to just cause controversy and get people talking about it,
I think it's just one of those things where it's like
we haven't seen the story yet, right? So we don't know. It could be really well. It could be done really well. You know what I mean?
It's also one of
I
those
haven't
things
even
where
heard about that.
But it's going to stick out. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's where agenda and a well-written story, not good. It's uncalled for. Hey, even if he's straight, I don't care what the sexuality is. If you're a bad guy, I need you to be a bad guy. I don't care about what goes on in your bedroom.
Well,
gay or straight. Gay or straight. It doesn't matter to me.
How about if he's a bad guy that throws sprinkles on you?
If that's his already existing character, then okay, that's what he is.
And the sprinkle has acid on him, and it just dissolves.
Oh my god!
Carlito just made a new character.
I'm telling you.
I think Iceman, like figuring out he's a homosexual like 40 years later is a little ridiculous. Like, he's been around for so long, and he just
that's the whole thing. Right? Maybe he's been in the closet for 40 years because it wasn't safe to come out.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Nothing wrong with that. He was afraid to come out, and now he's out. And now you can't accept him? No. Fuck that. You're going to accept me. I am sprinkled.
Wow. Somebody in the chat says CNN up in here tonight.
I can live with it.
You gotta
I just think sometimes they're just forcing things to be provocative.
You think I'm wearing this cape because I fucking
doesn't go naturally with the story.
No, this cape was my way of letting you know that I like dresses.
Yo, so B-Dub3 in the comments said, Cask, I care about Black Mask, but as long as he's a bad dude with anger management issues, then I'm okay.
That's his character. To throw his sexuality, that's what I'm saying. I don't need to know that he's straight or gay.
Yeah,
but
if I didn't know for 40 years, fuck it, leave it out.
That's an important point.
Don't put it in there.
Maybe it's better for us to not even express sexuality in movies at all.
But sometimes you have to do that, right? Like
What?
No,
to
Sex
say like,
sells, man.
hold on,
Always
hold
gonna
on,
do
no. Here, hold on,
No,
real quick.
not at all. Because
Take a
James Bond,
bad
that's
guy.
all he does.
Wow.
Hold on, take a bad guy, right? Take a bad guy, and he rapes women, right? He's expressing his sexuality towards women, right? So
That's not
there's a
sexuality.
story that goes with it.
Violence. That's
Well,
not sexuality.
We do need we need more representation of our rapists out there.
Oh my
They
God.
are people. They are people. I mean, why not?
There are some social norms. Raping and killing people.
So what's
raping-
norm? What's
social
norm to you?
Right. There
See,
are
this is what I'm saying. This
there are
is the
some shared
BS.
values. There are some shared human values. One, we don't kill people. We don't rape people. So yes, there's some extremes you can go to. We do have some shared values. As
Go
human
ahead,
beings.
Calvin. Say it, baby. I'm with
Oh,
you, bro.
now they're extremes.
I'm with you,
Okay.
man. There are some human values that we all share, bro. That is a fact.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying that.
we all breathe oxygen. That's a value.
And,
I mean,
and if you
we have that in
breaking
common.
if you start breaking those human values, we annex you and we put you inside a cage.
Exactly.
You know,
No,
like
Okay,
Or in an
but-
electric
but-
chair.
Okay, so with Tim, by that logic, you're saying that when these so-called men are trying to have babies, they belong in the cage, right?
What
No,
men
I'm
are trying to
saying-
have
I'm
babies?
saying-
What the hell just happened?
I'm saying if you're out there hurting
That's a
other-
story. I
if you're
didn't make
out
that
there-
up.
If you're out there,
They're trying to make that happen.
no,
I'm
if
sorry.
you're
Go
out
ahead,
there
Tim.
physically harming somebody else, we as a society have deemed that inappropriate. You're harming somebody. You're physically harming them. You're raping them, murdering them, fighting them, assaulting them, shooting them, stabbing them. We lock you in a cage because you're harming somebody else.
That's right.
What you do privately in your own home with whomever you want to involve in your own home is
Consent.
nobody else's business.
Consent. The word consent is important.
Yeah, it's nobody else's business.
Yeah.
You know,
This
if
is
you're not harming anybody physically, so just because I'm making your brain hurt, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm wrong because you don't like it. You know, that's what I'm trying to say.
Tim,
It's like
But
Tim.
how about if I'm a
Yeah.
schizo and I harm myself by using a drill and shoving it up my ass?
yeah, self-inflicting pain can also put you in a cage. You
There
can
you
get
go.
locked up for that also.
It's called a mental hospital.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks.
but I mean, you'd have to tell somebody. If you're alone with that thought, then you know.
Well, I'm a
Okay.
schizo, man. I go to work and do this in the
Sadomasochist,
night.
you know?
Right. You guys are too much, man. Just leave the
Yo, this is a great
characters the way they
conversation, guys.
are, man. Just leave them the way they are. And then grow from the character that you want to develop instead of going into the character.
Yeah,
It's great.
that's how I feel. Like, I have no problem reading the story.
Just because this artist is doing it that way and it's a new style does not mean that it's going to be the norm of what it was, because he's trying to retake what was not his in the first place to take.
So how about this question, right? So let's say Batman has another son, right? It's not Damian Wayne.
Right.
He has another son, and
Matthew.
that son, Matthew Wayne, sure.
Yeah.
And that son is homosexual,
Right.
and mixed gendered, like, or mixed race. You know,
Mixed race, right?
is that something that you would help support? You would be.
I'm gonna be
for it.
consistent. I'm gonna be consistent.
I wouldn't
Tim.
care.
Yeah,
I
who
don't think
cares?
everybody cares about that. No
Who
one cares about
cares?
that. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it's
but
new,
would you go watch his movie?
Yeah.
yeah.
If it was well written, and it was a
Cool
good
ass
movie.
motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Look.
so then,
That's the problem. Is
there's
everyone
the
thinks
answer.
that we're bad. Just because you have a different
No, I don't
opinion,
think you are.
everyone thinks they're bashing. That's not the. That's I don't. I think everyone just has a different opinion. I don't think it's
Bring,
bad.
yeah. Bring something to the table.
Yeah.
And the way Tim just said it was bringing something new to the table. He brought us a new mixed son. Okay, tell me about him. And then the way
What up, Asami?
Hey,
Yeah.
was bringing something new to the
Asami,
table.
you gotta your phone or whatever.
Because I think that's the important delineation between what we're talking about right now. So we have to be very
Nope.
clear that like people
Nobody's
are
hating,
only
yeah.
offended about the characters that they hold near and dear. It's not about the ideals or the thoughts behind those characters that are being pushed now. It's just because their characters are being changed.
Correct. You're erasing my character that I love for a correct.
And replacing it with a new version.
Yeah.
And immediately you throw your hands up and say, I don't want nothing to do with that because I loved that character and you've changed the character. Now, if it's a new character with the same ideals as the change, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think
can
that's
get down
always
with
the
that
case,
100%.
though. Not for me. I think it just depends on how it's written. I mean, just like I was saying earlier, to me, a lot of times it just seems like they're trying to force it to, stir things up and be provocative and get everybody talking. It just seems forced a lot of time. That's all.
Yep.
Don't you guys love Quentin Tarantino movies?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Right?
do.
Isn't that so dope? Like Django was so dope. Inglourious Bastards, super dope. So he just rewrote history to suit his movie, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
New character.
Well, the
new
thing I like
concept.
about Quentin Tarantino movies is that they're very. You can watch them again and they hold up. You can watch them 2-3 times because they have a lot of great dialogue.
No, but he's meaning a little bit different, like killing Nazis and scalping them, and
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
It's pretty comical though.
Look,
So-
there's
so-
my new Superman, Jordan, to play him, Mr. Jordan.
That's
Yeah, that's-
legit.
Yeah, if that's Earth 23 Superman, yes, cool.
Yeah, there you go.
So
he has a Henry Cavill suit, but with the gray cape.
Nah, that looks like
Supposed to be
the
white.
Earth 23
Yeah,
Superman,
there you go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be white.
his outfit.
Yeah.
So Calvin,
Yeah.
were you misunderstanding me now? Because I think Tim made it clear that there is no hate. If you're bringing something new to the table, it's not the agenda. It's the destruction of an already existing to put another existence into place. That act I'm against.
No,
But if you're bringing something new entirely to the table I don't care what the character is. You can be a freaking robot, Martian. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, if it's
okay,
dope, it's
tell me
dope.
about him.
right. I totally get where you're coming from. I just have a different opinion about it.
I wanted to jump in on that. For instance, with the whole
Hey, Barb, what up, Barb?
Hey, Barb.
What's going
Hey
on?
guys. So oh my gosh, did I freeze?
No, you're good.
No,
I
no.
can hear you at least.
Yeah.
No, bad storm today. It's kind of whack today. So I basically wanted to jump in with the whole Little Mermaid thing and everything. When as little kids, we all grow up watching like the Little Mermaid, and I don't really think when you're a child you really see black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever color, ethnicity, whatever you are. You just see a character you admire, and a character that you want to be. So. I think, to me personally, I don't think there's an agenda with the whole black girl being a Little Mermaid. I think, it's a girl who went for a role. She probably did a heck of a job. From what I've read, she has an amazing voice, and she was casted for the role. And I think it would be kind of totally suck. And, we would be at this again in another negative way, saying, well, she didn't get the role because she was black. But now we're at in another negative way where she did get the role. She got it because she's black and she's white in the character. So it's just, however you put it, there's negativity. We all create this negativity. I think everybody should see just what it is. It's a children's character. All our kids grew up watching these things. I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm like super fucking tan, but I grew up watching these characters, and who doesn't dream of being Cinderella or Little Mermaid or whatever? We don't see that as a child. We don't see color. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I grew up in a beauty salon, in my cousin's beauty salon, where I had gay men doing my makeup and hair 24/7. I never saw past a man just doing my hair. I learned after that he was gay, but I never saw, oh, well, he likes boys. Or you don't see those things. As an innocent child, that you don't grow up with that malice, you don't see those things. You know what I'm saying? So I get where some people, come up with that. Yeah, I see you, Carlito. But I guess, growing up with these things and not being in a malicious, not growing up in these malicious things, you don't get to see, you don't really see those things. I don't know if that makes sense.
Barbara, I'm 100% agree with you. Everything that you said, I totally agree with you.
I'm just saying, like, as a child, look, my kids grew up watching. What is that show you guys watch where the girl's gay? It's like a Cuban family. One thing at a time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. It's like a new show or something. It's like a family. It's a Cuban family where the girl actually, I guess she's gay or something. And hey, my kids are totally fine. There's nothing wrong with them. You know, it's like to think, you know, they're pushing this on you for the kids to turn a certain way. I think that's just stupidity. It really is. I might not be comfortable with it because I like I said, it's something that I probably didn't, you know, I grew up seeing certain things, but you know, it's just those things you have to grow comfortable and say, well, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna hurt our children, you know, in any type of way. If I see something that's disrespectful, like kind of like porn type of shit, okay, we're talking about something different. But you know, you gotta learn like how to get past that. It's just people who love each other, and it's love, and that's what it is. And kids shouldn't grow up, you know, you shouldn't teach your kids, well, you can't see that because they're gay. Why? They're just normal people, regular people. You know, they're not hurting anybody. Yeah. So I don't know if that makes sense.
So hold on real quick, Barb. I agree with you, like almost 99% of it. But there is an agenda. There is an agenda, right? Maybe it's not an agenda, but you know, Scarlett Johansson. Everyone got on her case for playing an Asian comic book character, right? So like maybe it's part Hollywood, maybe it's part internet rage, right? From either side of opinion. But I think you're right. Like my kids, they're part Indian. You know what I mean? But they're blonde-haired, white-eyed kids, and they don't know race or anything. That stuff is taught to you.
Native American Indian?
Yeah.
Native American.
I'm like a mix of everything. But I think there is an agenda, and that's what Fate is talking about. Like he doesn't mind. I don't think he doesn't mind gay characters. He said he doesn't, but he sees the agenda from the left side, like the other politics. You know, in politics, you're seeing, you know.
You guys are breaking.
One of the things that when you use the word agenda, I guess the way that the word is being used or portrayed right now is that agenda is negative.
Right.
An agenda doesn't have to be negative. The agenda could be to push something forward. And you said something, Barbara, about, you know, it may make us uncomfortable.
What makes it negative? This is what makes it negative. It's being disingenuous. If I met you today, I like you for who you are. All right. And if you just happen to tell me, oh, Fate, by the way, I'm this. Okay, big deal. I don't need the movie to tell me, hey, this is how it should be. No, Fate needs to talk with Calvin, and we will discuss that amongst each other. I don't need somebody else to tell me how I should run my life. I don't need somebody else of how to raise my child.
Influence you.
Right, and that's all it is. It's a big influencer.
But that's
I can think for myself.
I'm speaking now. When you say that,
I don't know how old your children's are, but like for me, for instance, I have a 19-year-old, I have a 15-year-old, a 15, 10. Right, my kids is the only one, and I have 2 in high school, and
she's cutting out a little bit, Barb.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up pretty bad.
So what I'm saying that to, you think you're shielding your children? Okay, well, I want them to because you don't real. They're in school.
Barbara, we can't hear you. You're completely.
Okay, wait. Let me say this. Let me say this, Barbara, quick. Okay.
I'm breaking up.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. I will respond. I get what you're trying to say.
You can't shelter your kids.
This is okay. Well, you can, or you can do. I can't tell every family in America what to do, but for me in my house, that's how it's gonna be. It's not just a G thing. It's hetero too. It's both ways. Sex in general. I'm not trying to push sex either way, gay, straight, on kids. When they're adults, that's when we will have that conversation, or not when they're adults. Well, when they're trying to, get into those ways, that's when we have that conversation. But out the gate, I'm not trying to do that.
Oh,
it doesn't matter gay or straight.
I'm not going to let my kids watch anything like that. But I, for instance, there are certain Disney cartoons, I guess, that have came out where there's like it's just like a kiss, I guess. I mean, there was this huge uproar, where people were, okay, well, my kids are not going to watch cartoon because 2 males kiss at the end. I mean, I don't really consider that to be like sex. I just consider that to be like any other thing you see in a cartoon. Like, so it's not okay, you know, if you see two men, but it's okay if you see a girl and a male kiss. I don't know. We're not talking about sex. We're talking about kids movies. So kids movies do not have any sexual scenes. Just, you know, a kiss or something like that. You know.
Yeah, but there's always romance. It might not be physical sex that you're seeing on screen, but there's like some romance.
No, but not
in the stories.
romance, but not romance in a way where you see more than a kiss. Because when you look at the Little Mermaid, when you look at Cinderella and all these things, it doesn't get past a kiss.
Yeah.
And hand holding, you know, because it's innocent. You're not gonna see any cuddling and pet or anything like that, you know. So that's what I'm trying to get to.
But if a kid sees a kiss on a movie like that, so for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. My nephew, he's 4 years old, and my wife has a girl that's 3 years old that she babysits. So they were watching a show or a cartoon, and there was a kiss. A guy kissed a girl. So what did he do? They went into the room and he kissed her on the mouth because he saw that in the show. So now, what do you think if there's two little boys watching the show, and they see two boys kiss on the screen? You think they're going to try that on their own?
Oh,
probably.
I think both.
All right, so hold on.
Both of them are equally bad, and the parents.
Hold on.
Hey, and you think that even if they didn't see it at all, don't you think kids are curious and do things that they shouldn't be doing?
Right, exactly. I don't think it had anything to do with that. So, all right, just putting it all up there. I'm 51 years old. I'm gay. I have 2 children, one 30, one 24. I have 3 grandkids. I'm married. I've been in the same relationship with the same person for 20 years. It is our lives. It is who we are. And that's not bad. I mean, we have raised 2 beautiful children together. We have 3 grandkids together. They call my husband grandpa, the whole 9. So I get that people may think that's confusing or whatever the case may be. But the thing is that we talk in these codes where we say, okay, this is okay. But yet we'll say things like well, what if they see this on TV? Then they'll do it. So now you're insinuating that is wrong. No, what that is that you teach your kids what's appropriate and what's inappropriate at certain ages. Has nothing to do with the sexuality of them seeing them kiss on television.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, a 4-year-old doesn't know that they're feeling a sexual.
So
feeling
yeah, I just want to make that clear.
Person.
I'm sorry, Tim, for talking.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, Calvin. I think I back you when you say that. What's inappropriate, and like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys heard me. I don't care, gay or straight. Children, to me, in my opinion, should not be exposed to sex until they start becoming of that age where they're getting, curious. Like, okay, I see you're feeling this kind of way about this person or that person. Let's have that talk. There's no manual to say when to have that talk. You will know when that time is right.
Absolutely, I agree. Age appropriate conversations with kids. Right. That's totally different. I don't even know how we got on this conversation, but anyway.
Because I think that you think that I find what they call the alternate lifestyle offensive. What I'm saying is that's not my message. That may be your message, and that's okay. And one day there will have to be a conversation with
and the fact that you
our future and your future.
The fact that you use the term alternate lifestyle.
That's what they're calling it. I don't call it that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying that because that's what people know about.
I got you. I follow you.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like, say Johnny's opinion is valid because, there's a lot of it's valid because you're raising a kid and it's not easy, right? So the question is
about it.
So it's like, do I let him watch this? Do I not let him watch this? What's the influence? How is this influencing them? So it's not wrong to think that. But I agree with you, Calvin, that and Fate. I know Fate in the past. He's even said something about his Green Lantern having like a bulge. He's like, why are they putting a bulge on Green Lantern? Like, don't sexify. Don't like make my characters sexy or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't sexualize them.
Hey, can you guys can I mention something?
Hey man,
man
needs a bulge, all right.
As far as the characters are concerned, does it matter that how the original creator, their interpretation versus our interpretation of the character? as time goes on, does it not matter if it still honors the original creator's intention?
I think it depends on how popular the character is, right? If people actually care.
Right. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, at what point does it make it up for grabs? Like, say if I created Superman, is it once I die, my intention for him becomes no longer void?
Well, I think kind of like if the guy's not around anymore to give you the okay to make certain alterations, then you probably should just leave it alone, you know?
Exactly.
I mean,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like every character that was created in the context of the time it was created by the person it was created by is who it should be honored. That I haven't heard that be mentioned one time in tonight's show. It's all about
Remy.
interpretation of that.
No. You are correct. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
when I brought up Stan Lee's name, that's what we've all been saying. When I brought up Stan Lee's name specifically, I'm like, that would be disrespectful to him because that's the way that his vision, was portrayed.
What if this character? Say we have a character that's stuck in way back in the time when there was slaves, right? We wouldn't move on with the times, right?
But no, look, check it out. No, because you got to think that
we would make those adjustments, right?
No, I totally disagree because the X-Men was created in a time that there was high diversity and everything else, and that's what makes them so great. Because the
say that again.
So
here we go with the X-Men pandering.
Love it, bro. That's a big reason why I love the X-Men, bro.
But what I'm saying is, history, good or bad, is relevant. It's there. That's what it is.
Right. It's fact. That is true history. I agree. 1000%.
But is it wrong, really, to change a few characters just to represent more of our culture?
Well, I would say that Calvin made a good point. We're in a day and age where, the platform for new art and new, you know what I'm saying, is at all-time high, and it's just like that's not being capitalized on. It's let's change the past and make the past was always this way. When that's not reality. It really isn't. And whether it's art,
so you're saying Hollywood's taking shortcuts, basically.
It's disingenuous.
Yes.
It's they're trying to change the past, and that's just not reality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at the time Superman was created, did the original creator know that he would eventually kill somebody and be killed, or was that an evolution of the character?
Yeah. Well, you know
so
what?
Then
Superman.
You argue when he died, you're like, yo, why did he fucking kill his character that he created that I love? It's like,
well, Superman. He never could fly. You guys know that, right? Superman could jump and leap tall buildings. He never actually could fly, so he kind of did evolve. You know what I mean? And
as did Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman couldn't always fly either. She flew around in an invisible jet. So. Yeah.
What I'm saying, I'm just trying to go back to Kelvin's point. It might not be a bad thing if we evolve some of these characters and change something up just to represent some of our, culture.
I'm sure with Iceman, they probably ran it through Stan Lee, and he was probably 100% okay with it because he created the X-Men to, as a way of showing people the injustice towards minorities and people that were different. So, treated differently and hurt because they were different from others. And that was his way of translating that message. Because back then you couldn't be so upfront about it and just write a book about it. So,
yeah, that's a huge reason. All kidding aside, that's literally the biggest reason why I like the X-Men is because it shows life through the eyes of all different kinds of people, all different kinds of walks of life. Because inside my own body, and inside my own location, I have felt different. And seeing those characters be able to persevere through their differences has helped me. It has made me a better person. So that, that's always been huge for me. So when I heard the Iceman thing was gay, I was just like, man, I didn't see that coming. But it didn't affect me. Like, I don't dislike Iceman anymore or less.
It
didn't change me at all.
Hey, Tim, can I ask you this? Now, say the X-Men didn't have those principles that they addressed, the controversy, and say the X-Men, everyone loved them, all like in the animated series, instead of being like the outcast mutants, they were the accepted mutants, and just everyone loved them. And
that's the biggest reason why I don't like any of the new stuff. Because it's disingenuous to the original source material.
Exactly.
That's why I don't like altered costumes. That's why I don't like anything. I want it to stay exactly the way that I remember it, because that's what's important to me.
Right, and I'm trying to say is if you take out like all the stuff that does have conflict and does have triumph and stuff like that, and just everything's good just for the sake of love, then at that point, you know what I'm saying, that's not real either. You wouldn't, as a person being an outsider, you wouldn't even be able to relate to that because you're like, dang, like there's not that much love in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It transcends reality.
Yeah.
I agree. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
if
I mean,
if Magneto and Xavier are like best friends agreeing, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable right now.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like a lot of these people, a lot of us are gonna die, right? And then so we're gonna still have these stories later on. Our kids' are gonna have these stories later on. I would expect them to change with the times.
Yeah.
So I mean, right now we're hanging on to these characters and their origins, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna change over time. Because then they're no longer our stories. They're gonna be their stories, right?
I mean, it just has to make sense with the story too, and the character. Like, you know, like with Iceman, I don't really recall him having any girlfriends, or you know, if he did, I can't remember. But you know, it's just certain characters you can't do it with. Say all of a sudden Magneto and Professor X just started getting down and having sex out of nowhere. You know, it would just be like, what the fuck just happened? You know, because it wouldn't make sense for the characters. So it's like. With certain characters, I can see it.
Now, Calvin, you laughing? Hold on. Good point, Mike. Now, Calvin, wouldn't that be freaking disingenuous, bro?
I would think that would be, considering if you being true to the characters, if they've had girlfriends and all of this, and you're not telling you out of the blue that happens, it doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make sense. That it doesn't make sense.
Right. So you agree with me? Really, what you're saying? So you agree with me? Is what you're saying? You know that, right? You know that, right?
We said that about Superman.
No. What you got on this show talking about all fate. I agree with you 99%. This right here, I gotta get on the show. This is the sheet that I'm talking about. When people come out of the blue and change the whole freaking story, that's disingenuous.
No, Faye, some of the things that we were talking about.
How you gonna say no when you just said yes?
Like the Little Mermaid being black or things like that. Those are evolutions that things could happen and we could see a story differently. But what he was saying was just out of the blue that just start happening for no reason.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so if Little Mermaid had red hair all throughout history and now all of a sudden she's black. What? I mean, abruptly she's black. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, and you're talking about some physical feature that doesn't have anything to do with the character in terms of her character.
Well, hold on real quick.
But
my wife is like super pale and she's got red hair, blonde hair. Little Mermaid was her favorite character.
And I'd be furious.
And she's not like the internet people that are like, oh my god, but she's like, oh well, that was my favorite character. No, I can't relate. She still can relate to her, but she related to her probably because she had red hair. You know what I mean? That's what we do, is we relate to characters we see on TV, which I think it's a good thing that we have more representations of more people in our culture, but I don't know if we're going about it the right way. Sometimes.
Yeah, like why isn't Mulan a transgendered Polynesian man?
Yeah.
You know, like why did it have to be an Asian woman? It's like, because that's indicative of the story. Calvin. It's very important to the story that it's an Asian woman who becomes a man in undercover to fight this war. It's a show of the bravery.
And not only that, that was loosely based on real history, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that, real history. So when you change real history, that's the whole point. If you listen to what Remy was saying, that's the way I was taking it. You are destroying history.
But okay,
for the sake of today.
But we're talking about Mulan, which was based off an actual real story. The Little Mermaid is fictional. It doesn't exist, you know? So
she exists to me every time I look at her.
I don't know. Have they casted Eric the Prince? Is he white? Is he black? That's going to be a whole new drama.
Well, I mean, this whole Cinderella story. Remember we had Whitney Houston.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I got an idea. I'm coming up with a show, right? I'm gonna call it the Jeffersons. All white cast. Y'all down?
That would be funny, actually.
Y'all down?
That would be funny. That would be funny. I think if you wrote the story right and you had the right satire, I would tune in and watch it. I think it would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I think you have enough source material to have so many playoffs and spin-offs and satire in that it would be hilarious for someone who knows that show.
Yeah, and you know what they call that? Seinfeld is what they call that. It's not the Jeffersons anymore.
Seinfeld was fucking hilarious.
So
Come
hold
on,
on.
man.
If that doesn't matter, right? Let's say the Little Mermaid, right? It's going to be this beautiful black girl. Let's say her father is a white man. Does that offend anybody? Is anybody going to be like, wait, hold on, how the fuck did this happen?
Of course,
And
the
mom is white too.
Of course,
Of course. So the race does matter.
Exactly.
Right.
But
so it's not about the characters. The characters stay exactly the same. The way they act, the way they interact with each other stays the same. But
I don't think it's a matter of anyone on the panel being offended by it. I think what it is just, and like I said, feel free anyone to push back, is that, for example, Little Mermaid, like, how deep does her story go? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was one character that had 2 movies. You can easily make a new Little Mermaid, or it could be Ariel's best friend become the next star. It doesn't make sense. Like, she's not like.
Hold on.
The whole point.
When you go to Disney, when you go to Disney World, they're not going to have Ariel's best friend in the castle. You know,
but we're talking about people who live under the sea and a talking crab, and we're trying. Oh my god, I don't get it. It's so make believe.
No.
So if it doesn't matter that much, then why not leave her alone?
Hold on.
That's why you can change her.
You guys, Little Mermaid, and her dad is Triton, right? King Triton. That's based off of a Greek mythology. So these are actual characters based off of some type of religion or something.
Yeah, and she does have a region, yes.
Yeah, so there is some type of
Greek
history.
mythology. Isn't that Poseidon?
So I haven't seen any previews. Is this an animation? Is it a computer animation? Is it a cartoon?
It's going to be a live action.
Where are you from, Mike?
Oh, live action.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the future movie? Okay. I was about to say, well, how do you
Listen,
not know?
The Little Mermaid's very important to me. My wife calls
I'm
me
very
the Little
interested
Mermaid
to see
all the
who.
time.
Ursula's her mom, right?
Because of my collection.
I don't know.
I'm interested to see what
Little Mermaid's mom. I don't know her mom.
It's Ursula, right?
Ursula's not the mom.
Now, if Ursula's not purple in this movie, I would be offended.
Ursula's
I sure
not the
would,
mom.
just to be petty.
Ursula
Queen
wants
Athena.
The crown. Yeah.
It's Queen Athena.
What?
Ursula wants the crown.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. I haven't seen that movie for so long.
Oh goodness.
Ursula's purple. Yeah. Yeah.
And Barbara,
Damn, they're making a live action. That's crazy. They're probably gonna do that with all the Disney movies, huh?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob,
Trash.
I was gonna say for the point, like, you know, like all the little girls at Disney and stuff won't know who she is, and also to go with Calvin's point, saying it's just an animated series. Now, what if all of a sudden all the little girls at Disney go and they have the white Ariel and they're like, "Mom, that's not the Little Mermaid. That's an imposter." You know what I'm saying? So,
and see, to Barbara's point, when it comes to kids, they just enjoy the journey, and that's the difference between kids and us. It's
okay,
the kid.
Calvin.
Yeah.
If you buy your granddaughter an Ariel doll that's white, and she just watched that movie and loved it, you're gonna tell me she ain't gonna know that Ariel doll you bought her has red hair?
No, my two granddaughter. I have a granddaughter. No, she wouldn't care. No, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't care, but she would know though.
It would be a toy to her. That's what I'm saying about kids.
Would
The reason kids have those.
But not all kids are like that.
But would the toy have the identity of this is the Little Mermaid? Because if she loves the live action and you buy her the cartoon, you can't say it's both. She's either going to identify it as one or the other.
I don't know, man. And I guess every kid is different, but I know she likes toys.
Yes, everybody is different.
Yeah,
Calvin
she likes toys.
Calvin. So, just who just asked that question? Oh, Remy. So I'm gonna just piggyback off of what Remy said. So, you said you have daughters, Calvin.
I have a granddaughter. My daughter's 30, so I'm talking about my granddaughter.
Okay, let's talk about your granddaughter.
I have two granddaughters.
Hypothetically, okay. So they already know Ariel, right?
Yeah.
I see, with the red hair, white, and all that. Okay, right?
Yeah, from the Little Mermaid.
Okay, I don't know how old they are, but let's just pretend they're old enough where kids are like so happy to go to Disney, right? And go take pictures with their favorite characters. And when you get to and when you get to Disney, and Black Ariel shows up, and you be like, okay, take a picture. She's gonna be like, oh, where's Ariel at? And you can be like, that is Ariel.
Oh my god!
Be back.
What's going on, guys?
Representing the gingers.
And with that, I'm out of here.
Sorry, Carlito.
Yo, you're out of here, Carlos?
No, not yet. I got to stay.
Hold on.
So how are you going to produce?
I can't answer that question, Faith, only because I just know my grandkids. They're just not like that. They are very imaginative kids, and they
don't have a favorite character.
They have favorite characters, but their imagination is so big they blow my mind sometimes, man.
Hey,
Majority of the kids
Hold on,
are not like that.
Hold on, real quick. The point of bringing this one out is because this is my daughter's. Little Mermaid is my daughter's favorite character. She's 3-4 years old, right?
Right.
Well, tell her R.I.P.
She won't care. She won't. I don't even know if she'll notice that Little Mermaid's black, but like she likes Little Mermaid. You know what I mean? That's her thing. So it's not a big deal, but like I think they might pay attention a little bit, and they might. Some kids do identify with other characters. It's not a big deal to them. You know?
Yeah, make Pocahontas a white girl, and let's see how.
Why can't she be Ariel's best friend? That's black.
See, the thing about it.
What's wrong with that?
Like, make Pocahontas.
What's wrong with that? Why y'all gotta dance, bro? How come she can't be Ariel's best friend?
You like that dude that says, yeah, Frank and Joe are coming over, and the black guy, he's coming too. Why do I have to be descriptive about the fucking guy? Frank guy's coming over my house. I'm gonna break it again. So
yeah,
Bob,
I got 12 friends coming over. 3 of them are Latino.
And then that gay guy, Bobby, coming too.
Yeah,
they're coming over. They're coming over.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't talk like that.
And I feel like you
Calvin. For the record,
I
I'm
wouldn't. No.
When I said make Pocahontas a white girl, I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm like, what?
So, Tim, and Tim with the red hair, yo.
Yeah, what?
It killed me. I had snot come out of my head.
Hey, Tim, I love that, man. That's
like, listen, 2-3 years old. The interaction of kids, they never know who they are. They don't know what they're playing with. They don't know that kid is this, that. No, they don't know.
They don't.
It's when you go, oh, the little Asian girl. Oh, what's her name again? Oh, what do you mean, Dad? Oh, the one with the little small eyes that are really. What?
Yeah, we put it in them.
Whoa.
You just that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Carlos.
Oh, it's like a kid. With the one leg shorter than the other. The one that's always popping. They call him hip hop. No, that's one leg shorter than the other. That's all. The kid that has the little hip hop thing going. No, you don't point shit out like that. That's what I learned as with my growing up with my kids. I have a wife that's the most. She believes that everybody's good. There's no way that someone's bad.
Carlos, thank you for making my argument for me. Yeah. Like you said, that's the shit that you don't point out. Sexuality, who's pointing that out until now?
Hey, listen.
Exactly.
Pointed out until now. Wait. What did you just say, Faye?
I said nobody pointed out nobody's sexuality. Nobody even gave a crap. Like you said, Iceman. Tim didn't know until now. Who cared about it? Who cares right now? Straight or gay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I believe you don't care. I do, but that's not the reality of it.
I agree.
Stan Lee quoted in 2018. I put it on the chat there, on the group chat. He said, I wasn't aware of my character's sexual can't pronounce the word. Can you read that? I can't read.
I don't see where it is.
Proclivities. There you go. On the group chat. So it's right there. Stan Lee wrote it. Yeah, I'm dumb. And but there are other things there like Deadpool. I didn't know Deadpool was gay, but why is he kissing a girl?
That was a low blow.
Yeah.
That's Ryan Reynolds talking shit right there. I copy.
Well, I mean, Stan Lee was a class act, man.
So I mean,
he was able to sell so many comics, and he never had to put any kind of sexual, any kind of smut into it, whatever. That was a
No,
talent
because
he
all the
had.
characters were straight.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, but there was also natural relationships that were formed. Scott and Jean. Like, why not Scott and Wolverine?
Well, I mean, you never seen
what I
him.
mean.
Why not? What?
Yeah. Like, well, he's saying like Joker and Harley.
He
Why
was
can't
old
why can't they
school,
make a
though.
story about a relationship with two guys? Like, what's
Yeah,
wrong
there
with
was
that?
the pairings historically have always been heterosexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem with any kind of homosexuality in stories that I read. Some of my favorite stories are Sandman, and that has a lot of homosexuality in it.
Well,
Never
it goes
stopped me
back.
from reading.
It goes back to we know you don't have a problem with homosexuality. It goes back to changing characters that weren't homosexual.
Warren, that's the whole thing.
Okay, so
I know, but
okay.
What's up, Calvin?
No, you said changing characters that weren't. A lot like Iceman, for example. Somebody made the comment. You're not changing him. You just never knew.
Yeah.
Right. Which is cool. I think that's fine.
You know what did bother me? When Iceman was having like a relationship with Rogue in the movies. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Get this out of here.
I didn't hear what you said, man.
Yeah, it's kind of breaking out a little bit.
Yeah, but it's always a different universe, the movies and the comics,
Yeah.
He was saying a relationship between Iceman and Rogue in the movies.
Yeah, and it's not because of their choice of gender sexuality. It was just because it's inaccurate. Like, what the fuck out of here with that noise?
B Dub 3 says, "What's up with the statue news?"
Nothing.
Oh, man,
I mean,
woo, wow, right?
Well, Comic-Con was like crazy last week, and there's nothing new that came out this week. So, I mean, we could hit that up real quick and see what's everyone's favorite piece from San Diego.
I'll start. There's two pieces that I saw that I thought were pretty amazing. Of course, everybody was Google eyes over Gambit. I thought it was a great piece, but I thought a sleeper piece was the Joker, the jail cell Joker premium format.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he's nice, man. You had that print too, that the Olivia print that Sideshow made to go with them would be perfect. But that thing's going for a lot of money now.
So, Fate, what do you think about the Joker, the jail cell?
Ain't nothing gonna beat this Joker right here. That's it.
Enter Bay?
That's 1/4 scale, baby.
Is that Enter Bay?
Of course.
And that was actually on display there too.
I can sit him, put a jail cell around him. You can't fuck with that sculpt, man.
See, yo, Carlito just kissing a man, bro. See, we're all about it.
I got you, Calvin.
Yo,
Calvin, I'm surprised you called that a sleeper. I mean,
that's not sleeper.
But you may be right. But for me, eyeball test. He didn't pass the eyeball test as far as the proportions. Now, if they just tweak that a little bit, then I think it'd be 100% dope.
Yeah, I think maybe his proportions were undersculpted for the costume.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Maybe it's hard
Like
to
he's a
tell
little
from the pictures,
thin.
though.
Because you gotta assume, right? You gotta be able to take the jacket off of him and the shirt off of him because the arms are gonna swap out and they have to slide in through the sleeves. You know?
I don't know, man. He looked pretty amazing to me, to be honest.
I thought he looked great too. I'm just saying, if Fate is seeing that could be the reason why. Statue guys kill you?
Now I'm gonna defer to Fate. He's the DC guy.
I got it.
No, okay, well you saw it up close. Okay, so you saw the proportions. It looked straight to you, or?
I thought it looked great, man. I did. I even took some real close up pictures and everything of it.
So you thought like the legs and the arms were the proper length?
I didn't. Yeah,
and his torso.
Nothing stood out to me that seemed out of place.
Okay.
But because you said that, I'm going to take a second look at it.
But see, that's the thing. You had a better perspective because you saw it up close in person. I only saw it in pictures. So to me, now maybe you want to look at the picture and be like, oh, yeah. Now we can only judge picture off a picture. But you, like I said, you saw it in person, so
yeah,
you can never recapture that.
Yeah, I have the original premium format, not the original one, the Heath Ledger premium format, and I would get rid of that to have this new one.
Really?
I wish they would have made that Batman like the Hot Toys did, Because I thought, oh man, if that was quarter scale back in the day when they had the Hot Toys, that scene right there, oh, that'd be dope if it was quarter scale. Well, that day's finally here, and still no Batman to stand behind him.
Carlos, they had that quarter scale Joker on display there too, man. It looked amazing.
It's tough, right? It's beautiful. The only thing with that is that anywhere that it's warm, you can feel the like I just felt it when I kissed them. I felt it very sticky.
Oh,
so it's on latex. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh wow!
So he does work. Works magic in this fucking place.
Yep, Calvin.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Iron Man, the new one?
I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it because I just have seen so many Iron Man. It's just
boring.
I just didn't pay any attention to it. It looked almost like he was in a popcorn machine, like at the theater.
He
was like using his blasters to pop popcorn.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, lit up when you saw it.
Love it.
Did they have the lights on when you looked at it?
Yeah, they had the lights on. That's why it looked like popcorn popping.
Yeah, it looked like you couldn't see it clear.
What it looked like without the lights.
Oh shit!
The base is all black without the lights.
Yeah, it's like grayed out.
Yeah, it actually looks worse without the lights on.
And so, tell me about that one piece that everybody now is jumping on their dick. Hawk, man, how they love that.
Oh, the big
that thing was so damn big, dude.
Tell me about it.
That
thing was
beautiful.
I can't do the 1/3.
That goes in a museum. Not
listed on Sideshow right now for the open wings, so you can just only imagine everyone's gonna jump on that.
Hey, Calvin, real quick, I had a question about the Iron Man. Did you see the last Iron Man in person? The most recent maquette?
The one with the dirty feet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that Carlos cleaned up.
Yeah. My question is, that one was like super realistic based on the movie, and this new one, it looks like the whole body's realistic, but the base is kind of cartoonish, of course, because of the clouds. Does that clash, the base and the body?
I really couldn't say, man. I didn't look at it that way. It just I just thought it was underwhelming all over. I mean, just in general. So I mean,
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, there wasn't anything spectacular about it that made me go, wow.
You didn't look hard enough, yeah. Okay. What about? No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying he didn't even look hard enough at it to notice.
Oh, yeah, that says a lot.
But Gambit looked right.
Gambit looked amazing.
Everyone in their favorite character. Everyone's like, yo,
that's all I care about.
I like that,
Iron Man.
Yeah, you have to get tickets to go see Gambit, man.
Yo, I'm so hyped.
What did you think of the DC villains from the new ones, like Freeze?
Especially Freeze, yeah. Comment on Freeze.
Be real, man. If you hated it, you hated it. If you loved it, you loved it.
Calvin, Mr. Freeze, what do you think?
Or if you didn't care, you didn't care.
I didn't care.
Calvin doesn't have a DC. He doesn't like DC.
Oh, it's not that I don't like DC. The Mr. Freeze figure. I don't know, man. Again, just I don't know.
It was boring.
So I tell you what, the Flash got my attention.
Ooh,
why so?
Looking at pictures, I wasn't as impressed, but seeing it in person, I thought it looked amazing. I did. The base was great. The facial feature sculpting. I loved everything about the Flash.
How about that right hand up in the air? Wow.
Well, the thing about it is, I thought, even though it's kind of generic the way they were doing that, I think they kind of did it in a different way that it really looked like he wasn't just trying to chop the air.
Okay. Fair enough. Very nice. That's pre-order day one for me.
Juggernaut.
That's the way I see it, Calvin. It is generic. It is. But however, in its simplicity, there are great details. Like the positioning of his fingers. We're like this instead of a karate chop.
Yeah.
So yeah. I can see that. I was hoping for more personally, and only since we've been waiting 32 years for him, but I guess it is what it is.
Does he look like he's running fast, or light, or did he look like light speed?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was only running human speed. He wasn't really like running flash speed.
There wasn't any blurring behind him.
Exactly, to give you
I
that
was
illusion
impressed by
that
the
he was going
Flash,
through the
though.
Speed Force.
Yeah. Juggernaut was freaking enormous.
Yeah.
What was?
Keep talking.
Juggernaut.
Yep.
Oh, Juggernaut? Like the size of Bane from last year?
Probably bigger than that.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
got to be. Oh,
So he's like a
man.
mom statue in the living room.
Yeah. The thing was huge.
Yes.
So wait, who has it on? You have that on pre-order, Tim?
Yeah, I ordered that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, already? So, oh goodness.
No, it's already waitlisted right now. The EX is.
But I'm saying, I mean, I didn't even know it was up for sale.
No, it's gonna be in hand next month or October or September, August, September.
August, September, yeah.
Damn, really? Oh,
That was a production model. That wasn't even a prototype.
Damn.
dude.
Hey, Calvin, I had a question. Who? Because I see you collect the Court of the Dead. Who is bigger, Juggernaut or Odeon?
I didn't hear you say that again.
That's a good question. Who is bigger, Juggernaut or Odeon?
Oh, Juggernaut is bigger, but yeah, Odin, he's close to it, man. He's like the undead Juggernaut. He's close to him.
That character looks a lot like the Juggernaut from.
Yeah, that's what I
13
call him.
Ghosts.
Man.
13 Ghosts, yeah.
The undead Juggernaut.
Yeah.
So what was the height on Juggernaut?
He's 27 inches from foot to knuckle.
No.
He's probably that wide.
You-
too.
He's
You think he'll fit on
18
top of
wide
a
and 23
scuba?
deep.
27?
He's
Oh,
23
he's bigger than
deep.
Bane, bro.
No, well, that's his knuckle. His arm is in the air.
He's leaning over. He's running like the Flash.
Yeah, but I mean, he's supposed to be 28.2 inches tall if he was standing straight up.
I think he would still be taller than Bane. Like
Yeah,
if you stood him straight up.
I mean, he's a 9'5" character, so he should be.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta show you guys this picture real quick. What is going on here?
Oh man,
That makeup thing?
That came out of that Mystique factory.
That's Photoshop, man. It's not real.
you think that's Photoshop?
It better be.
No.
No, I think that's real, bro.
Oh wow.
Is that like
There's
the
only a few
Jenny
people,
McCarthy?
right? This is only one of them, right?
That's
Everyone
no,
else-
it's only one picture so far.
I've seen a couple different people post that theirs came out like that.
No,
Wow.
the same picture has been posted by like 4 different guys. It's
Okay.
the same picture.
Tim, can you show us the real or the original picture of her so I can compare that? Because is the problem like her eyes like
See
wandering
this eye
off?
right here?
Yeah,
You see this
yeah, that's
eye?
what I'm looking at. Yeah.
That's not
Fate,
supposed to be like
can you get a
that.
comparison for that, Fate?
No, I just wanted to make sure because sometimes they try to get people like with their eyes like supposed to look one direction, but yeah, that's way off. But how bad was the original is what I want to know. So was it straight on or what? Was she supposed to be looking in the direction?
It's supposed to be straight on.
Oh, then yeah, just wow. Sucks.
It's only a little off.
No, it's way off. That's way off.
No, whoa, no. It's just a twist. Okay, it's a new creative way of doing things.
Because
Okay.
Oh my God.
lazy-eyed people aren't being represented.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's
people
right. No,
lazy
I like a little
eyes
twist.
being
Come on, man. Don't hate, right?
I'm gonna go with it, man. I'm just gonna go with it.
Look at Carlito got. Oh yeah, there he is, 23 inches deep, big boy.
That thing is so damn big.
Pause.
Hey Tim,
Yeah, man.
with that new picture with Wolverine and the Juggernaut, do you think in the next 6 months we'll see a museum pose Juggernaut?
I would doubt that so severely.
Okay.
I don't think anybody who's a Juggernaut fan would buy a museum pose of the Juggernaut.
I have a Juggernaut museum pose.
Do you like it? I mean, it's just like
I hunted that thing for a couple of years. I love it.
it just always seems like he should be somehow displaying some power.
Yeah, I mean, but I do tend to lean towards liking museum poses in general. So I'm a little peculiar. You didn't hurt my feelings, Calvin. We're still friends. Yeah. But thanks for not knowing every single piece that I own, bro.
We pray.
Well, I appreciate you guys like entertaining that topic that we were talking about earlier. I think it was a good conversation. I think.
It was great conversation.
And my personal opinion, I don't think you guys care, but I think there needs to be more positive representation. How about that? Of people of all different colors and skins and whatever. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I do think from the left side and knowing some of the real politics in real life, there is a agenda. And sometimes I don't think it's negative, but there definitely is something going on where we're pushing that.
Well, I will give it up to Cass because he sacrificed 9 or 10 thumbs down for this conversation.
Did we get thumbs downs?
Oh, of course.
Oh, he got a bunch of them.
I haven't even been looking.
You know what? Embrace those thumbs downs, and this is what I'm a bit advocate of. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own way of thinking, and this is something that we all knew growing up. And I think that we are going away from that because really, I walk the streets. I don't really care about what's on your mind or what's. Now, I don't expect you to care what's on my mind. Just as long as you treat me with respect, and I treat you with respect. That's all that's needed. Now, when we have outside sources trying to move us as if we were puppets,
infiltrate us.
Right. That's the problem.
I'm with you, kid.
That's the problem. So let's not lose ourselves into the media and that agenda, left, right, middle. If it's not your personal agenda, the way you live your life, then something may be wrong with that. Because now you are not you anymore. You are what that person told you to be. So just go back to the good you that I believe that you were. And that's coming from the glass half full guy.
Faith, that was beautiful, man.
Thank
That's
you,
some bullshit. Damn, boy, that's some street bullshit. Fuck
Some
that.
straight up street bullshit.
No,
F you, Carlos.
That's some Tampa Bay bullshit.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer football bullshit. He's trying to... Fuck all those thumbs down, man. A bunch of fucking little ragged. Thumbs down. You know what? We should protest and we should advocate at YouTube to fucking let us know if you're putting a thumbs down.
We get to know who you are.
It is. Yeah. I want to know who you are.
Yeah.
I want to know what bitch. But I want to see you guys comment say, "Hey man, I'm giving you a thumbs down." I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, you coward.
That'd be awesome.
Show me, you bad little fuck. Fucking
Bobby said it was me.
fuck out of here. Micro dick.
Nah, Tim, you know what? Thank you for the show tonight.
It's a good show.
And thank you for everybody that agreed and disagreed, because that's really what it's all about. And people need to see that it's okay, to have differences of opinions as long as that we end up with that respect. Carlos, don't get slapped.
Discomfort makes us healthier.
Not really, yeah, because I think some people are losing their mind. Like, wow, is it really that bad out there? No, it ain't.
It's not bad.
It ain't. I don't dislike or like.
Nah, bro, look at this beautiful panel, bro.
Anybody?
Literally, look at this
more
beautiful
or less
panel that's together.
It's just, sometimes we just don't accept new things, and we just want to leave it the way it is and always continue to have it the way it's always been. But because you have to accept, you have to just deal with what life brings to you. And like Calvin said, it's new art, new ideas, everyone, new concepts. That's just part of it. And you just have to integrate that into your life. Even though, certain things you may not agree with, but it's just part of the life. It's part of life, man. It's just part of life. You adapt, you understand it, you got to deal with it. Like new food. Like you may not have. I ate camel balls. You may not like camel balls. I camel balls. I'll try it. All right, you got to eat a fucking camel ball. You try. You go, oh, okay, it's good. You fucking right, camel balls. Really? You're gonna put a fucking camel balls right here?
Yeah, my grandfather.
See, look.
Sheep tongue, so
let me go into detail. I'm sorry, Tim.
About the camel balls?
No, to Carlos. To Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's saying, at least I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm not saying that I don't like anything new, but what I am saying is don't change history. So if I'm a fan of the Model T, don't tell me that the Model T always had a V8 in it. because that's not the way it was.
Right.
It was what it was. If you want to, evolve, then yeah, you can tell me that a Chevelle has a V8, something like that. Tell me something that is, you know what I'm saying? Or tell me an idea that we can make in the future. That way, everything has its place.
I love it.
That's all I'm saying. Don't change history. Just build from history. Don't change history.
Has any of you guys seen the new Volkswagen van?
No.
No.
Oh my!
No.
Google it,
Does it look like the old ones?
bro. Google it.
Okay.
It's actually super dope. Seriously, dead serious.
Tim's
Anybody
Googling
wanna
it
get it?
right now.
I'm Googling it right now.
What about Carlos's Ferrari that he wants to get?
No, I want to get
He's
that
gonna have to
new.
get that Beetle now.
I want to get the new 2020 Corvette. They changed it to mid-engine.
A Corvette, yep, 58,
Yeah.
58.6, something like that. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, it is beautiful. It's really nice. Mid-engine, 500 horsepower, or 400 and something.
495. Yep.
Yeah.
Is this it? Is this the Beetle you're talking about?
But how about Tesla's Back to the Future SpaceX? Woo! That shit.
AT, I know Model T is Ford and not Chevy. I know. I'm just saying it didn't have a V8, bro. Come on, man.
I'll tell you, man, they don't let anything by, dude. Nothing.
Oh my Lord.
Nothing.
So this is
Holy
nice.
smokes.
This is cool. This is cool, right? This new Volkswagen. Remy, is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's just like a modern take on the old surfer, Volkswagen van.
Oh, that's not the bug. That's the van. Okay, so
That's the
what about the
van,
bug? The van looks terrible, bro.
Mr. Fluffy owns
I'd
like.
rather have the old
it's
Scooby Doo.
certain colors. Certain colors.
Bro, that guy's not funny at all.
Oh, Fluffy?
Yeah, I don't find him funny
Yeah,
at
I
all.
mean, neither do I. He's like a dried up taco.
In 5 minutes, I would walk away. not even 5 minutes.
Hey man, like what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. Get off that stage. And people pay money to see him.
I would pay money to see you, Carlito. You're hilarious, bro.
We're gonna see each other soon, man. As soon as I get the Superman fucking figure, I'm getting my Wick 1/6 scale. So please stop by on the channel and check it out. I'm gonna do a couple of action scenes duplicating the movie stunts with my real gun, and I'll try not to shoot myself.
Wait, look how many people got upset about Fat Thor when they turned Thor. It's crazy, right?
Man. That was genius.
They changed Thor.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even about color, race. I think people just like they love these characters so much. You change anything about them,
they lose their minds. Yeah, true.
But why did they associate a big belly being because he was lazy? That's why he got a belly.
He's drinking.
He's drinking.
Yeah. He
So
went into
fear
depression.
causes bellies.
Well, he's sitting around playing video games, drinking, not doing anything.
Wow. What was he doing when he wasn't doing that? Like, what was he doing? Like going all over the planet?
He was fighting.
When are beer drinking video game players gonna get their moment to shine? we're always portrayed like scumbags. I'm just really poking the beehive.
One thing I'll never condone is a fat person telling me I lost a milestone, 30 pounds. I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't have ate 30 pounds.
200 pounds to go.
Right? And I'll be talking shit.
Man, you are ruthless, man.
I lost 2 pounds. Where? Where you lost? Where? Show me. Show me where. Show me. Show me 2 pounds.
Man, you are ruthless.
All the fat people in the chat are giving us another thumbs down.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Who's offending everybody tonight, man?
I'm a little overweight, but you know what? I mean, I know. The mirror doesn't fucking lie. Look in the mirror. If you can't see your jewels, you got a problem. I mean, seriously. If you're, my water bill's massive when my wife takes a bath. I gotta fucking wet the bath. All right, that's it. I gotta go. I'm so fucked up right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, real quick, before Carlos goes. I'm gonna take a little break from the show, from doing it every week. I want to spread it out where like we do it maybe when more statues are released and stuff. I just need a break. from doing it every single week, maybe once a month or maybe every other week or something like that. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. But yeah, so it's not gonna be every week.
Yeah, it was those thumbs down, right? That's what it was.
No.
It was the Model T Chevy.
No, my 4-year-old's gonna be going to school soon, so like I gotta get it's gonna get busy soon.
Yeah, real life, man.
Yeah. So I need a little buffer. So I don't. If something crazy happens like in between now and next week, then there'll be a show, but I don't think there'll be a show next week. But I'll try to keep everyone that's in all the chats that I'm in updated with, ahead of time, like, hey, I want to do a show, you guys down? You know what I mean? I'll still contact you guys and let you guys know.
We did 2 hours of political convo today. This is intense.
I heard somebody in the chat. I read somebody in the chat said that they had Fox on the line for Fate.
Oh, it's gonna be a long month.
Yo, it's 74 days, 73 days till New York Comic Con.
I can't fucking wait, man.
I can't wait, man. Everybody is gonna be there, right?
Meet up that day. I mean, I'm in Thursday and Saturday, but I'm gonna be so wasted in the morning. I'm taking 3 oxys, 1 Vicodin.
Oh my god!
That don't kill me. Then a couple of shots of Jack, and then we're in.
Yeah.
Live Facebook. Fuck it.
Carlito, you got my
and I'm gonna post before all you motherfuckers on YouTube. I'm gonna post the day of the shipping of the vehicles coming in. There's my union buddy in Local 3. She's a fucking head there, electrician. I'm gonna be with everybody. So I'm gonna fucking post shit all day. I want 1 million views per video. Money. I'm tired of pulling out my wife's little eggs, man. It's enough.
What the fuck?
That's a reference to like an old show.
Oh, yeah. You gotta pull out those eggs, man, when you want them fucking statues. Fuck that.
Hey, who said that, man?
Me, I said that.
No, not you.
Originally,
the Fox thing.
No, I read it in the chat. Somebody posted that in the chat that said they to you.
Who's somebody?
I can't go back and read it. I just read that.
Oh, okay.
They said they had Fox on the line for you, man. Line 1.
Oh, for the record, man, both guys suck. So whatever.
Yeah, Fate.
Hey, you know we love you, man. I love you, man. I'm gonna be right next to you on Thanksgiving, man.
I swear, the more Fate talks, the more I like him.
Fate is no joke, man. I love him, man.
Oh, Terrell Reed said that was him.
I love all you panelists. Love the whole goddamn panel.
Yeah, I really do, man.
Everybody. I love
you too, brother.
Love everybody. God damn it. Love you guys. With that, I gotta go. I gotta go and do something.
I gotta be up in 4 hours, yo.
I gotta go jump on my whale.
I can't believe you have to watch your wife like that. And you're still alive, dude.
Reed, oh man, I got you, man.
Peace out, everyone.
Later, Carlo.
All right, Carlito.
Happy, be safe, and keep collecting and keep fucking charging, you broke ass motherfuckers.
Yo, fucking guy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
So Tim, you said what you said 30 times, right? You still got people walking away thinking that I'm some kind of hater, man. And I'm not.
Dude,
No,
okay,
not.
so
You're
I
not.
don't think you're a hater. Are you seriously? You're not talking about me, right, Faye?
No, I talk about you.
Okay,
we spoke about it. Yeah, that's them. I'm talking about some people in the chat. I'm like, bro, Reed, you my homie too, man. So I'm gonna take it out of love though, because I've known Reed for so long. I'm not even sweating that. But it's just crazy, man.
Yeah,
look, my ears to the ground.
Politics.
Tim knows my ears to the ground. Anything political, because politics do affect people, and we are people, man. So I do care about all people, man. Some of politics ain't for everybody, but I do. Just like people are more aware about the environment. Not everybody is, but there are certain groups of people that are. Everybody has their groups. Me, I was like, okay, who's running the show around me? Let me make sure everything lines up. That's what I do. I try to keep everything in check. So good, bad, error, indifference, everybody in between. I try to keep an eye on everything. And then I try to put that word out. Now, whatever you do with that word, that's on you. I mean, he did. I mentioned Puerto Rico in the chat earlier. It's like, look, things are happening there. Nobody ain't really. Just now, it's starting to make more and more noise.
Yeah.
Trust me, everything matters to me, man. You know, I don't want anything to go under the radar. And the next thing you know, we're looking like somebody else, man. I want to keep America, the way it is, man. Constantly, everybody, our freedoms. I want to keep that the same. I want to keep, the love the same, or at least better. I want to make it better, not the same. But I guess that's just wishful thinking. But whatever.
You're an idealist, bro.
Yeah. And we are gatekeepers, guys, just to let you know. So we say, oh, I don't want things to change ever. No, people our age, we've lived long enough to see things a certain way. So therefore, we make that judgment. Like we can always say, hey, I like Transformers as a kid. Some people might say, hey, I like Power Rangers as a kid. All right. But you know what? Nothing
is better than the X-Men.
Nothing is better than the X-Men. Nothing is better than the X-Men when it comes to bull crap. You're absolutely correct.
Fate, you just lost me for the first time this evening.
I love
how many X-Men are there? How many characters?
Oh, geez, more than the whole Marvel
It's a
universe.
fucking lot.
And the DC put together.
Yeah.
How many? Like,
I think at the time that Chris Claremont was done, I think that they said there was like 3,000.
What?
Yeah, because sometimes they might be on one panel and never again.
So, Bar, man, you sitting here all this time being,
No, I keep getting in and out because there was a huge storm today and my internet's kind of out of whack and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to us,
what's Ashijami? What is that?
That's my husband's account. I was logged in with his email, Ohami.
Ohami? Oh, okay.
Ohami, yeah. So no, I mean, I'm taking all this in, I think at the end of the day, it's all up to us to continue the love and continue, and stop the hate and stop letting government dictate what's right, what is right or what's wrong, what's whatever, it should be on us, and our actions are what speak, and all this hate left to right, red, blue, Republican, whatever the fuck. I don't think that dictates who we are. You know what I'm saying? As a whole.
Right. So, it doesn't. And the attack is on the ignorant.
Oh, of course.
And that's not to be derogatory. I'm saying for the people that just don't want to know and I just want to live life until something happens to you. I'm trying to not let the shit happen to you in the first place. So you might want to keep your eyes and ears open. That's my job. I'm trying to get that message out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can put the blinders on it and just let shit happen. And then we're all screwed, and I don't want that to happen, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't, I guess I go on Facebook. I don't want to know about politics. If I want to know about politics, I'm gonna go to CNN. I'm gonna go watch it, or.
That's the problem.
No, but it's not the problem. I mean, I go do my own research, but when I go based off all the.
I go based off of my everyday walk.
Wow.
That's what I go based off of. Nobody this color treats me bad. Nobody that color treats me bad. Nobody this weight. Nobody that color hair treats me bad.
Yo, I'm just saying, I'm waiting for Albanians to not be criminals in movies. That's all I'm saying.
Are you looking for that good guy representation?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck, man? I've never been arrested. I'm a good guy. I'm a good person.
So it's not true? Is what you're saying?
I'm saying, bro. I want some fair representation, bro. They made 3 fucking movies where Liam Neeson beat the shit out of my people, bro.
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right.
We just out here trading little girls. Come on.
God.
Yeah,
This is a fun
well,
show, guys.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Good show.
I mean, I think the left is pushing it, but I think it's pushing from a place of good though at the same time, even though it might not seem that way. You know what I mean? Right? That it's not all
yeah,
that. It's not all that bad.
I
It's not all that
respectfully
bad.
disagree. I respectfully disagree, but okay.
No, I see your point. Obviously, I see your point.
No,
Right?
coming from you, I say yes. Coming from you, but coming from the crap that I've heard, I see differently.
Yeah, because you know Tim, you know his intention, but coming from a
Exactly.
stranger, you just feed me bullshit.
I can see that. But I think it's a positive message for people that are being represented, though. You know what I mean? It could be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So say they take Little Mermaid, they turn her black. That's still a positive message for a little black girl.
Of course.
But it's a negative one for the redheads.
Yeah.
What
Well,
about
I mean,
the poor gingers? They're a dying race.
Gingers are soulless.
Somebody's feelings are always going to be hurt.
I'm kidding. I don't know. I have no
Gingers don't have
problem with it.
So why? And that's what I'm saying. Why?
That's right.
Why can't the redhead and the black girl sit at the same table? Why does one have to give up their seat for another one to sit down? That's all I'm saying.
It probably just came down to the girls that were auditioning, and the black girl probably just had the best voice, and probably they figured she'd do the best job. Is what I think.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, I guess.
What up, Barb? You're back.
I mean, I'm truly not outraged. I just make it a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good topic. It's good. I appreciate your being honest. I appreciate everyone being honest about how they feel. You know what I mean?
Damn it! I just seen it so freaking long, man.
Yo,
Calvin, man. Yo, come to the show more often, man.
Yeah.
Damn it! I hate when I have to think. Dude, yeah, I'm not out.
I watch the show almost every Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not outraged. I don't want you to think that I'm freaking losing sleep over it. I'm just saying that, I just bring a point of view. That's all. All right.
No, it's a good topic. Like it's a good topic because like all the things that we watch and we like, it's changing. Some of the things are changing. So it's just we're talking about a subject that we are, that we consume. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about the new female Thor, to be honest.
Are they making a movie about it?
Yeah. What's her name? Who's the actress? Yeah. She's gonna be the new
Natalie
female Thor.
Portman.
Yeah. She's gonna be Jane Foster.
Yeah, she's so wonderful. Oh.
She's had some good,
that's awesome.
Some good roles.
She's an awesome. Now, she is an awesome actress. Unlike, thank you very much, Brie Larson.
Man, yeah,
the Academy Award-winning Brie Larson. I guess Natalie Portman's an Academy Award winner too.
Natalie mops the floor with her, bro.
Oh yeah, big time. Brie Larson's a joke. I mean, in my opinion, as far as acting.
And she ain't a hater. She's just doing her freaking job.
Well, I thought Natalie Portman was really good in V for Vendetta. I thought she killed it in that movie.
Yeah, she's terrific.
What was that movie where she was a dancer or something like that?
Black Swan.
The Black Swan, yeah, that's what she got her Academy Award for.
Yo, why couldn't it have been White Swan? I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I don't like Brie Larson as an actress, but I don't think Captain Marvel was terrible either. I mean, I saw it. I didn't go to the movies.
Captain Marvel's the only Marvel movie I haven't bought.
You know what?
I mean, I didn't go see it either like that to the movies, but I saw it and I enjoyed it. It wasn't terrible. I don't like Brie Larson either, but it wasn't a movie where, it wasn't that bad at all. It really wasn't.
I didn't think it was.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Shazam more. A lot of people hate that movie too, so
I enjoyed Shazam more.
I like
Calvin.
Shazam.
Did you like Shazam, Calvin? Did you like Shazam?
Yeah, I
did you
love
see it?
Shazam.
You loved it?
I
So
love
you liked the Captain Marvel and Shazam?
Shazam was better than Captain Marvel, but I enjoyed both movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
So
same
I'm
way I feel.
assuming that the end, Far From Home, would have made more sense if I would have seen Captain Marvel.
Hey, bro. Some of us haven't seen that movie yet.
You
Like
haven't
me.
seen Far From Home yet?
No, I haven't. Man.
That's the first Marvel movie I haven't seen in theaters.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed after they killed Tony Stark.
Yeah, I'm like burnt out.
You still grieving? Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Gone after Endgame.
Come on.
I feel like it's dwindling, my love for like these MCU movies. Like, what are you gonna do next?
Well, I think if you see Far From Home, it might help the grieving process.
All right. I gotta go see it.
Guys,
yeah, I gotta see it too.
I'm gonna cut out. Love y'all. This was a great convo. Tim, thanks for having me on.
Good night,
Calvin,
Tim.
you should definitely join more often, man. This was a great talk.
Awesome, man. Take care, Tim.
All right, guys.
All right, Tim.
Peace, man.
Yeah, I like Kelvin. Kelvin keeps it real. I remember people got mad at him on one show for saying something.
Don't get mad at me, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, when you said that remark. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention it. If you didn't see it, that's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that.
Are we talking about?
I don't get yourself in trouble. I'm trying to help you out.
I don't remember the remark though. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't.
All right, then never mind. Then what's forgotten?
I'm pretty sure I said something. I probably was drinking that night. I'm sure.
You were joking.
Wine.
I think
you were drinking wine.
I'm sure I was. Yeah.
Really? You're gonna just throw them under like that?
But hey, F them if they can't take a joke. Because I was only kidding. I'm sure.
What are those things called? The creatures in Captain Marvel.
Skrull.
The Kree.
Yeah.
The Kree.
Kree.
The
Was it?
Skrulls or the Kree?
What movie? Oh,
The green guys, whatever.
Yeah.
Those guys.
The Kree.
Kree.
The
Okay.
Skrulls, though. They're Skrulls.
Oh my God, dude. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Didn't you think that was kind of low budget though? like the way they did them. Barb.
I didn't have a problem with them.
I haven't.
It looked so cheap to me. It's like, really, you're gonna make them look like that? It looked like those, those Saturday afternoon shows, those bad Saturday afternoon shows, quality, like sci-fi shows. That's what it looked like to me. I'm like, okay, Brie Larson and the CGI looks pretty good for some parts of the movie, but the actual characters that you got, I'm like, they got like $5 outfits on. I wasn't feeling that, bro.
Man.
Look how bad
they're all the Marvel movies that I've missed.
Their outfits were terrible. Like the mask was terrible.
Even the bad
like
ones.
Shazam, like Shazam, that was cheesy.
Yeah.
God,
Shazam, I don't think I'll watch it because
But Captain Marvel should have been.
I don't know the character.
I would have held.
But I did like Shazam though. I laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed at Shazam. I loved it. Huh?
Yeah,
I liked it. It could have been better. It could have been better.
Well, Terrell Reed says Scrolls, Kree or blue. He said someone's wrong. Is he right?
Bro, I haven't seen the movie.
What's the difference between Skrulls and Kree?
They're two different alien races.
Oh.
I thought the Skrulls were the green guys. Whoever the green guys are, that's the one that I'm talking about. They look like.
Oh, the Kree is the people from.
That's the people she started out with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the blue people.
Right, and the Skrulls are the shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the comics, I think the Skrulls end up being not that bad of people, and the Kree are kind of, the bad guys later.
Hey, have you guys ever had this happen? I got my Wonder Woman today. See?
Uh-oh.
Oh, whoa.
What happened? Hold on, go back. Let me go back.
Hold on, I'll switch the camera around. There you go. Okay, I just got that today. I bought it off it's the exclusive. I got someone off eBay, $4.25 shipped, super deal. I haven't even opened it yet. He shipped it in a box, and UPS took it out the box and put it late because he sent me pictures of it being shipped in the brown shipper, UPS took it out of the brown shipper and put a label on the art box.
No, I've never seen that before.
I'm
That
like, what the
sucks.
heck, dude?
Why
So,
would they?
Well, I mean, is the box damaged besides the stickers?
this one is, yeah, it's like all dented up in the corners, and I mean, I ain't gonna cry about the box because I hate when that someone did that to me on eBay. But I'm gonna open it up, make sure it ain't dented. But I'm like, oh, did I even say something to do because he cut me a super deal? But I'm like, dang.
Well,
like,
it's not his fault.
It's not his
I'd
fault.
say
either,
something to UPS him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I won't say, like, mention it to dude, but I think I hope maybe he can contact UPS and like since he shipped it and ask them, or maybe he can give me the authority to like ask UPS why they did that. It's so freaking random.
Maybe you got the deal because you got duped.
It was inside of the shipper with the stickers on there?
No.
Or there's no shipper at all?
When he mailed it, he sent me pictures because he's like, hey, I'm shipping out, like, and sent me pictures, with the label on it and stuff like that. So I seen the brown shipper, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then it showed up like this.
That sounds odd to me, though.
With no shipper.
With no shipper, and the label that's a UPS label, like the one the guy put on it. He used tape, he printed out on a computer, and you use tape to hold it on.
Mm-hmm.
That's printed out from like a UPS manufacturer store where what they print out is actually the sticky, you know what I'm saying? The sticky label. So definitely,
well, if you have pictures of the label that he had on the brown shipper, then you know that.
Yeah, I know
they had done.
Right, the guy definitely didn't ship it like this. It was UPS, but I'm just wondering why the heck they did that crap. It's so weird.
Could have been somebody that maybe was working new at the store and thought, hey, probably took it out of the shipper box.
Something.
Yeah, they probably give you a discount because they damaged part of your product. I mean.
Yeah, because it's too great of a deal to even like. So I'm not even gonna mention. Like I let the dude know what UPS did, but I'm not blaming him at all. He, like I said, the dude saved me like $200 on a Wonder Woman exclusive 425 shipped. You can't beat it.
And no problems?
Oh, I haven't even opened it yet. I actually just got home from work.
Okay, but the pictures he showed you with no problems.
Oh, yeah. Right? Oh, absolutely. No problems. And he sent me a bunch of pictures.
Okay.
It wouldn't make any sense for him to take pictures of it with the shipper and then take the shipper off and send it to you like that.
No, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, what's he gonna do with the shipper box?
Yeah, exactly. I don't really care about shipper boxes, to be honest. I like the art box, but the shipper boxes I can go without. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Yeah, UPS. I'll have to ask them why they did that. It's so random. It's weird.
The shipper boxes usually get ripped apart anyways when they get shipped. Yeah. Half of my shipper boxes have holes in them.
Oh, maybe that. Yeah, that I didn't think about that. It could have been beat up and they just. Yeah.
Man, maybe it's
that's the thing, though.
Something.
But that begs the question right there, because shipper boxes do come beat up and you still get the shipper box. So why doesn't he have the beat up shipper box?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I've never not gotten the shipper box.
Well, the shipper box initially gets damaged in transit, but maybe his shipper box was already damaged when he dropped it off, and they thought it wasn't usable. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, they should have taped it up or something.
Maybe
you
they
don't
thought,
rip it off. That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna open this up.
Maybe they thought, hey, the shipper box is damaged. We can't use it, so we're not liable for it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
my box
right now.
Could be 100 pieces. If my statue's mint, I'm happy. That's really what I care about.
I've been waiting to catch a deal on this one, and if it's messed up, I'm gonna cry live on air.
So she went for 5, and you got her for 4?
No, the exclusive sells, I think, 560 or 570.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, the 500s.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, high 500s, and then plus shipping because there's no deal on her yet. And then, like I said, he sold it for $425 shipped, and it's the exclusive. So yeah, he saved me about $200, dude. I was like ecstatic.
Have any of you guys bought the Stuvas before from IKEA?
No.
I was gonna put a few of them on this back wall here, set up the X-Men. Well, they're kind of deep though. They're like 19 inches. I don't know. That sticks out pretty far. But I'm thinking maybe I could probably put the Juggernaut on there. I want to have the X-Men on this wall and then Batman on this wall, and then other stuff on this other wall over here.
Hey Remy, you should show us
Like
your
video games.
Your dark side.
Okay. Let's see, hopefully because the lighting. So
Like all those prints are
Oh,
just
that was his?
temporary.
Yeah,
That's
that
gonna be the
was his.
Marvel section right there.
and
I'm gonna move all the. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't know if you're screen sharing or not. See the backside.
How did you do that with the? You just took some whatchamacallit, sculpting epoxy or whatever, and did that?
Actually the inside of his guts, like right there, because just so whoever doesn't have dark side, his hand attaches right here, and this Superman head, as Tim knows, is actually heavy. I gotta touch up that white spot right there because that it was nicked. But anyway, the Superman head's actually really heavy, and the weight of it was actually making the hand come down. So what I had to do was I had to cut off where his shoulders are, and I had to hollow out the whole inside of his head to reduce some of the weight. So what I did was stuff that with cotton, filled it with glue, and I had some red blood paint, acrylic. So I painted all that, let some of the cotton hang to make it look like a little bit of blood, and I wanted it to look like. See, I could have did it one or two ways. With Darkseid's hand, I could have cut all his fingers and made him holding Superman's head like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I give credits to A-Tim and Johnny, you know what I'm saying, because they helped me talk me through this. And even my wife, the ultimate decision to make the head look like he was dropping the mic was her decision. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to have to resculpt the hand. So I was like, how can I give it the effect where it looks like he's done with Superman, like he's dropping him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually attached a piece of wire right there in that blood and hid it in the blood. And I figured if I added more strands of blood, it'll camouflage it. So it's kind of gory, but I think it actually matches with Superman holding Brainiac's head.
So
Yeah.
where'd you get that extra head sculpt from though? The Superman head sculpt.
Actually on eBay, and what I did was I took the eyes out and put them, in.
Oh, you took it off the BVS Superman?
Yeah, so someone on eBay was selling just the Superman head, the exclusive head only, for $30.
Oh, okay.
So I jumped on
cool.
it. Yeah, I jumped on it because I wanted to, because this statue is kind of bland. You know what I'm saying? It really is. It's just kind of it needs to be brought back to life. So I figure if I give him some eye beams and then use what's left of the head and put it on his hand, and next I'm gonna put a cape right here, like he's holding Superman's cape.
Nah, you don't need it. You
No?
don't need the cape, bro. Nah, you don't need it.
Okay, all right. Well, if
That's
this
good
is
enough.
then it's done.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm gonna touch up that paint right there. I got some black paint. I'll touch that up. But I think it kind of gives the parents like he's dropping his head. It's like floating,
The fatality.
It's so gruesome.
Yeah. But like I said, you got this Superman right here holding Brainiac's head.
Yeah, I like how you're using black lights too to light up your display.
Yeah. It makes it, like I said, the base goes really nice down here.
Yo, what happened to the comments, man? Are they not enabled anymore? Or?
No, they are.
Because I'm not seeing anything on this. Okay.
All right.
My internet cut off. Sorry, my computer died.
It's all good, bro.
Hey guys, I gotta get out of here.
Sorry,
Great
Kelvin.
chat, man. Great chat.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Kelvin.
All right.
You're welcome anytime.
All right.
All right, man. Talk to you guys soon.
Take care, Calvin.
Bye,
Have a good
Calvin.
night.
It was nice seeing you.
All right, bye, Captain.
Loving that setup in the back, man.
Nice. What were you saying, Mike? You said you're gonna put the X-Men up on the wall?
Yeah, I want to put, like, those DC prints are all going to move. I'm going to put I think Stuba's underneath those prints there, and put all the X-Men, like the 50-inch Stubas. So I'll just have 2 rows of them. But that wall's like 27 feet. So I could fit as many X-Men on there as well. Well, that's just half of it. It keeps going.
Nice.
But that's a lot of stewas. How many am I gonna? I'm gonna start off with like 3 or 4 of them.
All right, good news. Nothing's broke, y'all. Good news. I lifted up all the pieces.
Did you check the hair?
I did. That's the first thing I checked.
But I was thinking about Bestas because the Bestas are not as, they don't come out as far, but then I think about like Juggernaut and RCB Magneto that I have. I don't think they'll be able to fit on the best on top of them. I don't want to get them too tall so I could have the prints on top.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Put the prints behind the statues.
Well, it's just, I kind of like it when they're, I like the top. I think the top shelf's my favorite where you can just line them all up and there's nothing, no barriers in between them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And
really
behind
nice.
me and over here, I'm going to have a Batman wall, which is going to just be all the villains. I'm just going to lay down one of those skinny paxes that's like 19 inches, and then I could probably fit like 10 Batman villains on there. But because it's like what? Those tall paxes are like 80 inches or so. And they come out, what are they like?
There's like a 90 something,
like
the one that I have.
20 inch,
is 90.
20. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And then they're like 20, but they have the thinner ones. So it's only gonna be like 19 inches.
Yeah, 19 inches.
I'm gonna lay it down, and then it's gonna be that long, and I just put the shelves on it like I did before. I had a setup like that before, and then it's like it comes out like what 22 inches or something like that. So you can put.
Yeah, we were actually at IKEA this like a few days ago. We were at IKEA and we were looking at that same packs. It's like 90 something. I think it's 96 height, and then it's the 19 inches because we're planning on scooting over the big packs all the way to the end of the wall and adding another section to the side. So the only problem is that we're having we need to find out a way to make a door, and it has to match the packs with the silver sliding doors.
Yeah, I think they're too, like, I wouldn't want to have it standing straight up because they're a little too narrow, I think, because they're so deep. It's like they're deeper than they are wide, That's why I just like to buy it. I had one before that I just laid down on the floor. Yeah. It comes out far, and I just put the shelves to hold all the weight, and then it's.
No, we're gonna anchor it. We're gonna anchor it to the wall, and then Ohami's gonna put, just like we did with the big packs, the supports in the bottom for each shelf.
What I'm saying is, I'm talking about one that's only 19 inches wide.
Oh yeah, when it's on its own, yeah.
And then it's like 20 something inches deep.
Yeah.
So it's not very, ideal for putting things inside of it. What I did before is just stick all my long comic book boxes inside of it underneath, and like all my books, and then just set up all the guys on top of it. Because it's
of course, on its
like
own,
a giant table. It's like a long table.
Yeah. Yeah, no, on its own, it'll definitely be like flimsy if you just stand it up against the wall.
Because these prints here, I have them about 20 something inches above, and they're all Batman, and it goes like probably a good 100 inches across if I put that underneath there. Cool. I had a setup similar like that before.
Nice. I can't wait to see it, Michael. Real quick, you guys, I just want to do final thoughts, close it up, so we could all go to bed.
Yep.
Someday I'm gonna get the One Punch Man statue.
Oh yeah, was that 2 years now? I think
I contacted Tasumi, and they actually responded. They said that they will ship me, or they will give me an email and a tracking number. So at least I'll know when they ship it. So I'm just waiting.
Well, that's cool, man. That statue looks amazing. I mean, I was tempted to get it, and I don't even know who One Punch Man is. I mean, I know who he is, but I've never watched any of the cartoons. Yeah, it was just the way he was doing, like the Batman, back fists, busting through his chest or whatever. It's pretty badass.
You gotta watch it. Will, what's going on, bro?
Just got notified from Sideshow the Mine Studios Ghost Rider comes next week. So.
Oh, nice. The 1/10?
Yeah.
Nice. Where are those going? The 1/10. Where are you putting those at? On the shelf?
I got these Billy shelves behind me from IKEA, and they fit perfect on that. So
What are the size of the billies? What's the width and the depth? If you might know, I don't know.
not sure about the width. The depth only like 8 inches or so. They're not very deep. So.
Okay, so they're ideal for like 6 scale figures.
Yeah,
for
for
statues.
1/6, 1/7, and the 1/10. Yeah, and they can hold a good amount of weight, but I don't know. I don't push it. I fit my bigger pieces for the details, and it works just fine. So.
I can't figure out if I want the Subas or the Vestas, because Subas almost seem like they come out too far.
Yeah.
Tim, real quick,
like
man.
19 inches.
The earliest comment I see is from 1142. So
I saw your comment at 12:06.
yeah, but I'm trying to scroll like from the beginning of the show and like during the show, and it doesn't go that far.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You can't go far back. You might be able to look at it after they like YouTube publishes it, and you're gonna have to start it from the beginning of the video.
So it like maxed out, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, guys, to stop the conversation.
Sorry. What do you got coming in, Fate? I know you were taking a break.
Yeah, man. I am, man. Situations, man. Things happen.
Yep.
So for right now, it's still
Green Arrow though, right?
Yeah, Oliver, man. He has to weather the storm, man. So if I had to choose, that would be the one. So for now, him.
It's a good pick because he's gonna be the EX is gonna be hard to find, I think.
Yeah, that statue is amazing. I mean, if I was into collecting all the DC guys, I'd definitely get that one.
If I was Marvel, I'd be hurt right now because all these things coming out, and you got the Jugs coming out, and all the X-Men
Jugs
coming out.
Kind of a slap in the face because I need him in my collection. I'm just having to swallow that pill and pay the price, I guess.
Well, slap in the face, and you don't like them?
Well, just that they made it too. I think it's too expensive. I think it should be probably about. They know that we want them
they made it
in
too
our collection.
expensive. It's not even that they made it too expensive. It's they came out with the statue on May or something like that, or April, and then they're releasing the statue in September. So they're only giving us 5 months for payment plans. So my payment plan, I got it like, almost right away. My payment plans are like 200 and something a month on it.
Yeah, and they'll probably have a delay, I would assume, but who knows? Hopefully not.
So yeah, it's kind of killer. Those payments are killer.
What do you got coming in, Barb?
I can't wait. Coming in, the special. I have the magic that goes with
what? Is that R2D2 or is that Barb?
You're breaking up again. You're breaking up again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said the magic that goes with the Phoenix Force Cyclops. And then I have something else I'm working on also that I don't have yet. I should have, but I will be getting. I'm working on it with the person to buy it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I got that, and then I think that's it. Oh, and then Mystique I think is also shipping soon. I don't know. I got a couple coming in. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, from XM? Mystique from XM?
Yeah, Mystique from XM. I think she's also going to be shipping soon. I know I got like maybe 4 to 5 statues coming in very soon, like back to back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mystique looks real. Mystique looks nice.
Yeah, I think she's nice. She's going to be a nice one.
Michael, what do you have coming in?
I think the next statue I have coming in is Bowser, I believe, from First Four Figures. I was thinking about ordering the X-23, I still haven't even opened my Rogue exclusive. I'm gonna open that at some point. I opened my Thing. The Thing statue is awesome. The old one. I love that statue.
Do you have a Mario to go with him, man?
I'm gonna order the Mario Yoshi to go with him. He's like riding on top of Yoshi, and I think that's all I need for the Mario.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Remy,
Yo.
show it.
I didn't assemble her. She's actually got like 7 different pieces. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just you know, I got an announcement tomorrow on Dark Castle. But y'all make sure to shout out to them. The 1-year anniversary tomorrow. They're going to be doing some awesome giveaways. You know, and even tonight, I thank everyone for having mature, conversation on the panel. Everyone, even when, tonight and even other nights when we're talking about statues, that, we can all have different opinions and respect them. And it's just good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everyone takes time away from their family to hop on the chat and just enjoy each other's conversations and opinions. And, it's good stuff. I appreciate you guys.
Cool. Thanks, Remy. You guys, I am tired. I don't know about you guys, but I need to go to bed.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys for everyone being on. Thank you, everyone, for all 47 of you guys still on. Thank you guys. And remember, I think Lou's birthday is on the 27th. His mom was letting me know. So.
Who? Remy?
Yeah.
Lou.
No, Lou.
Oh. Wait, yeah, Remy just had a birthday, though, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably post it on Facebook. I'll post something on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night.
Okay.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Take care.